Hello, my friends. Please come sit. Sit, please. Sit with me. We talk. Yes, I have a sweat spot. I was just at the gym before this. Forgive me for sweating like a human does. Wouldn't I be more of a lizard person if I didn't sweat? Because, like, sweating is like a biological attribute of a human avatar. Why would that make them oh, no, not a lizard, a demon? Why would that make them a demon? Maybe if you see me jog fucking 5 miles and not have a bead of sweat on me, maybe I could be a demon. Check my post now. What up, squirrel? What up, dude? People are so demanding. Go check my post now. No, I don't want to, bro. Why? What's your post about, squirrel? Tell me real quick. Is it important that I got to go and figure it out real quick? Bro, how do I go? How do I go to you easy? Can I click him? Oh, go to channel. I guess that's easy. What the fuck? All I gotta do is click this motherfucker. All right, what's your post? Jason Brashears, the chronologist. What is this? Martin Leakey. The claim is that synchronization is the forensic key that unlocks the 138-year archaic chronology. By using the 12-second sonar as your baseline, you are just watching history. You are excuse me. You are verifying the facts of the simulation's reset cycle through biological resonance. The forensic fact sheet. How long is this? Oh, God. Okay. I hate reading, but I owe you this one, squirrel. I'll give this one to you, you son of a bitch, because they're suppressing you, the little fuckers. Just so you know, they're also suppressing me. I don't know if you noticed, but I may be the wrong guy to come to if you want your voice to be heard. Anyways, let's continue. Oh, man. The simulation reset. Okay. The forensic fact sheet, synchronization in the 138-year loop, the 12-second sonar versus the 3-second radar. I have no idea what we're talking about, but I mean, I understand sonar and radar, but I have no idea what he means by that. My research into synchronization reveals the primary glitch in the render. The system, the machine operates on a 3-second sweep or radar. That is why the 440 hertz frequency chorale meets rushed, anxious, and offbeat. That's why 440 music seems anxious, rushed, and offbeat. So you know what? I never noticed that. I always loved music until people mentioned that the frequencies were off, and then all of a sudden, like I have it in my head that I didn't know they were doing that shit until somebody mentioned it. I love music. I love all music. I don't think I've ever listened to music that made me feel anxious. I either don't like it or I love it and it makes me feel good. But I don't know if the 432 hertz thing really makes a difference, maybe on a micro level, but to our ears, to our enjoyment of the music, I don't know. Because I've listened to shit that I like on that frequency, and it just sounds exactly the same to my ears. Maybe I'm a weirdo. I don't know. The fact the neutral or natural 12 pulse or 12-second breathe sync is the original source frequency. What? The dot. See, why am I even? I don't know what any of this shit means anyway, squirrel. So the dot, when you synchronize to the 12-second pulse, you are manually desyncing from the Greenwich Mean Time GMT master clock, allowing you to see the 138-year reset for what it is, a scheduled data wipe. The 19, I don't like talking about this kind of shit. End of the world, fear porn, like, oh, it's all about to be reset. Okay. Do you want to sit here and stress and worry about it, or do you want to just chill? I'd rather just chill. Like, I'm done with like stressing and worrying about this reality when that's what it's scripted to do to me, to make me stress and worry and think I'm fighting it, and just it's a game we're playing here. I'm like done with all of it. I think it's silly. But anyways, I'm sorry. The time you synchronize 12-second pulse, you are manually desyncing from GMT master. Okay, I already read that. The 1902 Marconi handshake. By applying synchronization to the timeline, we find the first anchor. The fact in 1902. Oh wait, let me. Am I reading the right post here? Because if I'm reading all this shit, is this the right post, Squirrel? What up? What up, Jim? Squirrel, is this the right post that I'm reading? I don't want to fucking read this whole thing and then come back and you're like, hey, that's not the one I'm talking about. So, excuse me. Let me know real quick if I'm reading the right one, if you don't mind. Cannot get past Jason's funny. Yeah, dude. That dude just rubs me the wrong way. 12 pulse now kicked in. Okay, so I'm definitely reading the right one because you're talking about it's not. It's about the technology, not synchronization. It's not the apocalypse. Yeah, it's a 12-second pulse. That's all connected. Yeah, maybe it's a frequency switch. Maybe all current humans get shifted to like a heaven realm, and then what's left of the old realm looks like an old destroyed white realm, and a whole group of new people start fresh there. I don't know. We can ponder all the what ifs and all that, but hold on. The fact that 1902 launched the wireless. Oh, wait, let me read that. By applying the synchronization to the timeline, we find the first anchor. The fact in 1902, Guglielmo Marconi launched the wireless signal that digitized the world's now. How does a wireless signal get transmitted? It's so weird. It flies through the air. No. It's on a different frequency. Yeah, but you're broadcasting that frequency somehow. Is it in the air? Is it in the atmosphere? Is it? Anyways, the fact in 1902. Oh, no, I already read that. Did I read that? Yeah. The input phase of the 138-year cycle, it forced the world's population to synchronize with a mechanical radio wave rather than the Earth's 220 hertz ground. This established the time cage we are currently exiting. The 1937 mirror, the silence. The fact in 1937, at the death of Marconi, the world's frequency was silenced for 120 seconds. The dot was a forced global synchronization. The Janus gatekeepers used this silence to zero out the previous frequency, excuse me, and prepare the 440 hertz render. Since 2026 is exactly 89 years from 1937, it serves as the harmonic reflection point. What the fuck happened in 1937? The death of Marconi? The world's frequency getting silenced? What does that mean? So exactly 89 years? Why is that even important to point out? What if it was exactly 88 years or 87 years? I mean, I don't understand what's going on here. The 2026 hinge, but I'm going to go over it anyways because maybe I'm just a dumb and the intelligent ones out there will understand it better than me. The 2026 hinge, the 20-day state persistence, the fact I have identified that a 20-day seal of consistent synchronization creates state persistence. The dot 2026, what is this? The dot is the year this becomes critical because it is the mirror year. The system is at its most unstable. By synchronizing now, you anchor your doctor file into the biological hardware, the body. This ensures that when the Phoenix reset triggers in 2040, 2046 terminal window, your data is read-only and cannot be deleted by the plasma scrub. Well, how do you synchronize? Do you explain how to do that? Or type your info in? Do you explain that? First person summary of the Squirrel Sniper 138. Synchronization is the tool. The Archaix 138 is the map. By hitting your pulse every 12 seconds, you are proving that the body is stronger than the simulation's clock. The 1902, what do you mean hit your pulse? What does that mean? How do you hit your pulse every 12 seconds? The 1902 intake, the 1937 silence, and the 2026 hinge are all connected by a single thread of frequency. Subject forensic fact integration via synchronization. Observation. I'm sorry. The 12-second sonar reveals the 138-year loop as a frequency management system. Action. Maintain the 12-second pulse during the 2026 hinge. We're in 2026. I hope I've been properly maintaining my 12-second pulse. Every 12 seconds, I pump my hips forward like I'm penetrating an invisible, you-know-what. Every 12 seconds, I go, ooh, ooh. I just give a quick hip pump. Ooh. I'm just kidding. Hinge, you guys would have seen me do it by now. But anyways, hinge to bypass the 440 hertz reset. Hashtags, blah, blah, blah. You dare to leave hashtags without my name, squirrel, and I went through all this reading for you. You have betrayed me. I'm just kidding. All right, let's read this shit. Yeah, the 12-second pulse, that's all connected. Our brains are a radio wave receiver and transmitter. I agree with that. Ether, please keep going. All scientific peer review and verified. The 120-second time stop of GMT time. That's your mind into your body. Yeah, the posts before. Oh, All details in the 12 SSS claim. Keep locked in. Well, Squirrel, we did that for about 10 minutes, and I still have no idea what the fuck we're talking about. But anyways, thank you for the cool post. How you guys doing tonight? So the title of my video is I Am Defiance, because I don't even know why I'm on here right now. Like, it wasn't to come on and read Squirrel's thing. I really don't know what I'm doing here. The only answer I can get back from my brain is that I am defiance. It's just coded into me. I defy. If somebody says, "Hey, Chris, go left," because I said so, I go right despite them. I'm like a very defiant soul. I don't like being told what to do, how to live. I don't like things being forced onto me. Uh, Especially by a human, let alone, a fucking God. When it's a God doing it to me, it's even worse because this motherfucker's got power over me. All details, non-conformist. Okay, Chris, how did I get all this information? Brother, if I knew that, I wouldn't be sitting here goofing off about it. I have no idea where you learned all this. Probably watching Archaics or something. I have no idea. What about nonconformist, Kyung? Nonconformist Radio's last upload was probably one of his best uploads ever, or his last two, I think. And a Prison Called Life uploaded a great video, the one where he was saying, "You're soft, you're soft, you're soft." I am also that person he's talking about in that video. I'm also soft. I assume that, like, "Oh, I'm a good boy, so I should get what's coming to me," in a hell realm. It's so silly to even think like that. But I do that. I expect, because I'm kind, that others should be kind, or I believe others think the same way that I do. It's just a lot of those soft, but it was just a great video. It really makes you uncomfortable. It makes you uncomfortable if you're soft. I don't know, Squirrel. Ask me anything. Brother, I don't even know what subject we would be talking about. What do you want me to ask you? I don't know what I just read. Or better than that, type it on the chat so my AI can read it. There is my. Oh, am I reading some AI shit? No, dude, don't. Jason Bashir stuff feels like Ancient Aliens for truthers. I don't know. I can't really watch his stuff. And then when I do, I have no idea what he's talking about. It's almost like what just happened where I read Squirrel's thing or whatever. I really don't know what he's talking about. Nope, try me. How? How do I try you, Squirrel? Do you understand what I'm saying? I have absolutely no idea what we're even talking about with that post I just read. So what question could I ask you? Do you understand what I'm saying? You're talking about cycles and patterns in the simulation or something? Okay. I mean, I don't really, I still have no idea what I just read. So I don't know how I could try you or question you. Like, what do you want me to question? What did we even just talk about? Ask me something you don't know. Ask me something you don't know the answer. Oh, okay. What up, T? Don't forget to put on live chat. Ask you something that I don't know the answer to. Oh, why is there so much suffering in this fucking reality? What's the point of this reality? Is there meaning? Is there even such a thing as meaning that humans don't attach themselves? There is no meaning, but is there such thing as what's the meaning of this existence? Why are we here? What are we doing here? What's the point of this shit? Why is there so much exaggerated suffering in this realm? Why does it almost seem like we're in a realm where there's a demonic overlord that feeds off our suffering? Why all the unnecessary nastiness? Why does suffering even exist to begin with? Why is the human avatar programmed to suffer, to experience physical and mental ailments, to experience the destruction and collapsing of their own physical avatar, the deterioration of their own being to ultimate death, which is terrifying? None of us know when we're going to die, how we're going to die. I could get diagnosed with multiple sclerosis tomorrow and never be able to walk again. We don't even know when our last day as a healthy human is. You know what I'm saying? I could get diagnosed with Alzheimer's tomorrow, and all of a sudden I can't even make YouTube videos because I can't even remember what I'm talking about, type of shit. This reality is dark and demonic and evil, and what human souls are subjected to has absolutely nothing to do with love, light, learning. But why are we dealing with this? Those would be my questions. But type exactly that in the chat, please. Type exactly what I just said. Hell no, bro. Just go to the transcript. Go to the transcript of my video, highlight that part that I just said, and put that into your AI. Am I talking to you or an AI? I don't want to type all that out. What do you mean? Squirrel, are you? What are you on right now? Are you high right now? Because you seem like really like adamant, like, oh, this is the truth. It's got to get out. I gotta fucking like, what's going on? What makes you think this is so important? Please explain it to me in a nutshell. This is my stream. Like, you got to help me out here. Like, you're telling me to go and look shit up and read shit. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm reading. And I've been mentioning how none of it really made sense to me. And the only response I've gotten back are like, ask me anything, or laugh out loud, I'm vibrational. That last question, 2 seconds. Which question? Anyways, this is kind of weird to me now. But so what I got on to talk about was that there really ain't much here for me. And anytime there is something here for me, it's corny and cringy and weird and nonsensical and mysterious and doesn't make sense. And it's just like, I'm just tired of playing this game of figure me out. I'm mysterious. I have the answer. I've heard this a trillion times from a trillion different people with a trillion different opinions, beliefs, religions. I'm just tired. I'm tired. I think it's a joke. This reality is a shit show. That's what I just said. This reality is a shit show. I'm just using you as an example, Squirrel. I'm not mad at you or nothing. I'm just saying. I don't like any of the shit we've talked about so far. But anyways, it's just me saying this reality is a shit show. Just that sentence has more truth in it than anything I just read from Squirrel. It was all confusing to me. I have no idea what I was even reading about. And I'm like that. I'm simple, straightforward. I don't like mystery, overcomplication. I'm a straight shooter, kind of like normal thinking guy. And that's the way I'm going to always be and remain. Well, this actually sort of relates to videos. Like, we're scripted. Your personality is scripted. The things that you desire, the things that you crave, the things you aspire to be, the things that motivation. This is all part of your character script. I don't know what else to say. You're a character and you play that character. And you could even disagree with things that the character itself does, but it ain't really up to you. You're just the one observing while you're in that meat monkey character. Our desires, our loves, our passions are all scripted into us. It's like woven into our DNA. Your character is scripted. And then you want to sit there and think, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm a loser, I'm not good enough. Like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. If you think you're a loser, or you're a scripted person, you couldn't have been anything but what you are. You couldn't have been you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. You are that character. Again, like, where does desire come from? If you find somebody in life that has zero motivation, how do you weave motivation into that motherfucker to make them get up and motivated? How do you create motivation? You don't. There's no such thing to do in reality to create a motivation. You either have it or you don't. It's an unseen force that drives people, humans, avatars. It's part of your script. Lots of gurus, mysteries, theories. Yes, go check out my song, Hey Spiritual Guru. Mine and T song, I could say. You'll know what I think about gurus and lots of gurus, mysteries, theories, religions, cartoon stories, distractions, and that sums it all. Never anything of substance that provides a explanation of lasting value. Amen, Kyung. And doesn't it get old? Kyung, how old are you now? If you don't mind me asking, aren't you around the same age as me? You're like around 40 or whatever. You're like 37 or something, 38. Yeah, it gets old, dude. I mean, I don't know how long you've been a truther, but if you're around the same age as me, okay, you're a few years older than me. You're about 5 years older than me. So I don't know how long you've been doing this shit, but me and you seem to be on the same page for the most part. I usually always agree with your comments. You're always thinking the same way as me. This shit gets old, dude. The mystery. It's just so cringe. It's cringe. It's like, I don't know, like I woke up in a reality where everybody's role playing. I hate it. You know, and everybody, I'm a spiritual guru, and they sit there in their lotus position and they play this like stupid role. I don't know, bro. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of the drama. Everybody's the coolest guy in the universe. Everybody's the baddest motherfucker in the universe. They know the real truth, and they're gonna end all this. And bro, you're a pawn in something else's creation. What up, Chaco? You bitch ass motherfucker! Glad to see you back. What up, dude? What up, Chaco? No, I told you they're gonna get more and more aggressive, probably. I didn't mean to call you a bitch ass motherfucker there, Chaco. I know you ain't. Fuck yeah, bro. Oh, we're getting toasty up in here tonight. Life has gotten better, I'll say, in the last few weeks. Life has gotten a lot better for me personally. I almost don't like saying that. And part of my mind feels guilty saying, lately I've been enjoying life, or life's been better, because I know right now there's somebody, and this is how empathy eats you. Right now, I know there's somebody laid up in the fucking hospital. I could walk to it in 2 minutes, literally, like, you could say a few thousand feet that way from me. There's somebody laid up in the hospital, but fucking struggling to take their final breath. So it's like, that's how empathy like suffers us. Like, I can't even enjoy life as an empathetic human. And you say, well, then you got to be like narcissistic and that's evil. It's like, well, what's evil about it? Isn't us constantly suffering to our empathy more evil, in my opinion, than to just be selfish, narcissistic, not think about those things, not give a fuck? You really can't. If you walk around in this reality constantly giving a fuck, it's going to eat you until you're numb. This reality is going to eat your innocence. What up, Antonio? 777 for Jesus. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on the show. I almost caught on fire. How have you been? I thought about you and was getting worried a bit, to be honest. But don't worry about me, brother. I'm tough. And the day that I run out of toughness, I won't have to deal with this reality anymore anyways. I'll be on my way to the next one. And if someday something does happen to me, Shako, don't cry about it. I want you to celebrate. I want you to be happy I'm not here anymore. You know what I'm saying? Don't fucking cry. Like those cultures that celebrate death, be like one of them for my death. I do not want anybody to fucking frown or cry or be unhappy if I die. I know that you're tough, my spot, but yeah, life's fucking tough, brother. That's what we are, punching bags to an existence that torments us. So you either get tough or you lose your mind. You either get tough or lose your sanity, your innocence, your love, your compassion. You get numb. This reality will make you numb. So be careful with that empathy. It's a beautiful trait. It's a good thing that you're a caring human being. It is not a good thing that you're a suffering human being. Don't ruminate on the things that bother you if your life does get good or good things start happening to you. Because the second you in your mind say this is evil, you make it your reality to remain in a low-level state forever. I can't even enjoy life. It's evil. Well, You're asking the universe to give you a nightmare then. If that makes sense. If everything's energy and blah, blah, blah. I have found the golden juice, motherfuckers. Oh, that's not orange juice. I extracted this golden juice from the sun with my, I was, what's that shit called where these motherfuckers don't eat or whatever and they eat the sun? I was, what do they call those fucking guys? They say they never eat. Sun eaters, whatever the fuck, light eaters. That's what I did. I extracted the sun's energy into my mouth and ejaculated golden juice into this cup. And now I'm drinking it for nutrients and protein. I try to accept the shit that's happening, even if I hate it. Oh, Breatharians. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Kyung. Thank you, Johnny. What up, Johnny? And you are deserving of some empathy. You're one of the people I like, and they are not many, but I know what you mean. But thank you, Shaka. I appreciate that, brother. What up, ass crackers? What up, dude? Another day in this fucking Dookie boy realm. That's what's up. But life's been decent lately. I can't really bitch him. I mean, I could bitch him. Believe me, there's plenty of things I can complain about in this fucked up reality. Where, how long do y'all got? But did I clear this bowl? Fucking, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Anyways, doesn't matter. But what I was saying is, okay, so the point of this video, it's weird that I could fucking talk my fucking head off and not even keep on track. So let me just not look at comments for a sec. So the point of this video is that I've done my job here, and it's very difficult for me to keep getting on. I have nothing new to talk about, and I feel like I've found the truth, revealed this reality, a simulation of sorts, a hologram, a fake light projection reality. I don't know what to call it. It's not what we think it is. And it's interesting to me that it has layers that aren't what we think it is. What's with the lying and deception? Why would there be a background existence to our current one unless something's deceiving us? Why do I've got to, get on some DMT to see the code in the wall, to see that the reality's fake? Like, why is it hidden from us? Anyways, well as one can hear. Yeah, I hope you too. But yeah, I've actually been all right. The last couple of weeks have been great. So I'm a recluse. I sort of struggle with constant social exchanges. Again, unless the people really arouse my interest, it sort of drains my energy. That being said, to me, people are and relationships and family are the most important thing in the world. So I've been trying to spend as many days possible with people I love, friends or family. And I have basically every day. I'm sort of drained now, but I mean, it's pretty dope. One of my oldest friends, somebody I've known since they were like 10 years old, moved in near me. That's super cool. Been able to spend time with him, hang out with him, so, while those things normally drain me, I am feeling a lot better. Just fucking, looking swole as motherfucker. Thanks, brother. Am I really? That's what people would say, but I think I look skinny. Like when I look like a skinny little pussy boy, but I think I have a weird, what's called body dysmorphia or something. Because everybody tells me I'm in good shape, but I just don't. I look in the mirror and I see my belly. I see my fat ass. I see my skinny little upper arms. Isn't that weird? That's why I'm telling you. I mean, that's why I say don't abuse children. You will fuck them up for the rest of their lives. My father would grab my fat belly, and not fat. I was a baby. I wasn't even developed yet, but he would grab my fat and shake it and say, tell me how fucking disgusting I was, and in front of everybody, like humiliate me. And now I'm 42. I've been working out my whole life. I'm obviously, like when I see I'm obviously in DC, but I don't see it again. I see skinny arms. I see a fat belly and skinny arms. I just don't see a good looking person in the mirror. Isn't that weird? But my father did that to me. That's why you don't fucking abuse kids. Do you smoke weed all day? Well, so I try to go like the first 5 or 6 hours of the day sober. Like I drink my coffee and chill. But then after that, yeah, I just kind of smoke. I'll hit the bowl probably 12, 15, 20 times. I don't know. Uh, it's a loose farm according to Tricked by the Light peeps. No, it's a loose farm according to, well, originally according to Robert Monroe. That was the OG that said it was a loose farm. Or maybe the Gnostics said that. I don't know if the Gnostics said it before him, but I mean, he literally created the term loosh. But so many people say this is a loosh farm. And it sort of makes, I understand the argument because we struggle and suffer, and it's not for our fucking benefit. So something must benefit from the suffering because we don't like it. It's almost like we're entities subjected to a torture chamber so that something else can enjoy the entertainment of it. That's the way it feels. Like, why are we carrying the burden of this existence, this body, this, anyways, it's just this reality is a hell realm, a work simulator of slavery and struggle and inflation and evil governments and perpetual war. It's just this reality is a hell realm. It's a video game to extra dimensional entities that enjoy killing people from a first person perspective because they play the game through our avatars. That's why war is perpetuated endlessly. You can't turn Grand Theft Auto into Echo the Dolphin. This game has war in it. That's why it doesn't make sense to us. But we're sort of just characters, or you could say like NPCs with sentient AI in the game. Dude, I'm working out as well, and you know exactly what you mean. No matter how buff I get, I'm feeling skinny as fuck. Shit, man, freaking trauma shit. Yeah, the dude, it fucks you up. Like if your parents, it only takes one moment to really scar you. Like one moment where a kid cracks a joke about how fat she is, and then everybody laughs, and you've got this poor little chubby girl sitting there crying. Like that moment, like that girl's probably now fucked up for life. Like humans are very, so we can put the soul essence can put on this front of being tough, but the truth is we're sort of these innocent little soft, gentle, easy to traumatize essences, and then we're put into a hell realm that traumatizes all of us. So anyways, man, my mate has the worst body, just more too. Dude is an absolute unit and always thinks he looks tiny. Yeah, the people in the gym that you see that are the most fit probably see themselves as the ugliest, fattest. And that's what motivates them. It's body dysmorphia that gotten many into looks maxing craze. Looks maxing. That's where like what guys wearing makeup and shit. Like, come on, bro. I think the concept is older, but he invented the word, like you said, loosh. Yep. No homo, but you look great, bro. Real talk. Thank you. She's got helicopters. I appreciate that. Hey, I don't care. I don't care if it's not homo, if it is homo, if it's a fucking, I don't care if it's a 18-year-old gay boy or a 90-year-old granny. If somebody says, I look great, I'll take it, bro. Like if I walk into a bar and some dude's like, hey, you're fucking hot, that don't bother me. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm not going to fucking do anything with the dude, but you know what I'm saying? I still take it as a compliment. That shit don't bother me at all. Thank you. She got helicopters. I appreciate that. Chris, you mentioned Echo the Dolphin. I recently heard the creator of it is making a new Echo game. Last game was on Dreamcast. Yeah, there was an Echo the Dolphin on Dreamcast, wasn't there? Now, the game, I always mention that because it's like a gentle game to me. You know, the music was very calm. The scenery is very peaceful. So the contrast of Echo the Dolphin to Grand Theft Auto, it's like that's why I use that game as an example. Like because it's the opposite of war, chaos, this reality, this shithole. I slowed down on trying to figure this reality out a lot. Like, yeah, there's nothing else to figure out. If you've already figured it out, what else do you want to talk about? I've just accepted the fact I don't have a fucking clue what this is or why I'm here. I know I don't agree with it though. Yeah, this reality is a shithole. It's truly fucked up, yeah, and then we blame them for being sensitive. Our brother Chris is truly a sexy motherfucker. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Yeah. Dude, I got like fucking rotten ass teeth and like, like I'm not the best looking motherfucker in the world. I don't think I'm not. Maybe I'm in decent shape, but that's because I just I like it. I like going to the gym and getting jacked. I can do 21 pull-ups now, but close grip. It's making my biceps bigger, I think. I never really did pull-ups before, but I started doing them and then I got up. The first day I did them, I did 12, and then the second time I did 18, and then I did 21 or 22. I can't remember. I think it was 22. But I think that's bicep. My biceps are super strong. So it's like cheating. If I do wide grip and it becomes lats, I don't think I'm that good. I probably could do 12 or 13 max. But I never did them. I never did them. If I actually did them, I mean, if I started doing them like every workout, and then in a month or two, I'll be doing 20 of them. You know, it's just, you can build strength pretty quick if that's what you're going for. It's really fucked up. Yeah. And then, I mean, you will plateau. You will get to a point where like oh man, I went from curling the 30 pounds to the 60-pound dumbbells, but you'll plateau if you're really pushing it. Like our brother Chris, thank you, Chuck. I appreciate it. It does feel like this reality is kind of breaking down or something lately, like it's glitching or revealing itself more and more, or just becoming more blatant. No. The reality's always been what the reality is. It's your consciousness that's shifting. It's just becoming, because your consciousness is growing, it seems like the reality is getting more and more. And maybe it is. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of weird shit that didn't exist before the late 90s, you could say. But it is getting more bizarre. This reality seems more like a Twilight Zone episode, but we're also becoming more conscious and aware of it. We're almost like becoming aware inside the dream, and it's bizarre. Sorry, I'm back. You don't have to apologize. New post for you. You posted a whole new post just for me, Squirrel. Thank you. Did you post it or did AI? I don't want to talk to AI. I already went through that phase. I'm sick of that stupid thing. We reached a point where everyone is able to see that this shit is freaking South Park. So yeah, this whole reality is literally like that. That's a great example, like a South Park episode. I mean, it's almost cartoon-like. Like, especially when you start like getting into like politics and celebrities, and this reality is like a role-playing. I mean, I don't, it's so fucking, it's cringy to me. It's like going through the woods for a peaceful walk and finding yourself amidst a bunch of brown robe wearing wizards throwing colored crayons, casting spells. Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, fireball. Dragon's breath. Blizzard. Like, bro, this shit's corny. What are y'all doing? But y'all are pretending this shit is real for real? Like, y'all are role players? I don't know. Pull-ups for upper back can also try one hand over grip and other hand under grip. During pull-ups can also grab a dumbbell with your feet doing them too. Oh no, I would just pump because it's a body weight exercise. So I would just increase my reps with it. That's what I would do because it's a body weight exercise. I mean, I guess if you got to a point where you're doing like 30 fucking pull-ups, maybe then it would be like, okay, maybe it's time to introduce a little bit extra weight, but I'm nowhere near that. Like I said, I just started doing them. I feel like shaming was a good thing because it kept me from, it's like getting into a new workout and then really going ham. I don't know if that's a good idea. I think it's good if you start doing a new type of work, especially at my age, you can say like 35 plus, maybe 40 plus, depending on your genetics. If you get into a new exercise, start medium. Don't start heavy or start at like, I'll strap a fucking 45 or a couple of plates to my, now I'll do some pull-ups. Like I'd say go easy on them a little bit for a while until your body gets used to doing that exercise and you just feel hella strong with it. Then it's time to go, okay, this shit's too light now. My phone AI blew a fuse because I tried to run a high-powered truth signal through a low-power lie. What the fuck? Shotco thinks something's funny. The moment I touched the Marconi data, I sent the base 12 shockwave through the hardware. The phone couldn't handle the truth. It glitched because your research was literally too big for device to hold. What the fuck? Squirrels are living in a totally different reality than me right now. What are you talking about, Squirrel, you son of a bitch? Your phone blew up because the AI on it couldn't handle it because you hit it with a base 12 shock wave through its hardware. I sent a base 12. Does anybody here know what Squirrel's talking about? Am I the only one that's out of the loop here? Like, did I get that stupid and old that quick? I only stopped looking at truth content like 2 years ago. Am I this out of the loop now? What's going on here? The data I put into my phone was a mastered key that the system wasn't designed to recognize. Who told you that? Did the AI tell you that? Claim you injected the original signal into a device built to run on static. Squirrel brother, what are you talking? Okay, I'm kind of confused. Okay, so I'm not the only one confused. Thank you, Ash Crackerstan. I was like, man, am I like? Does everybody else here know what he's talking about? Are you AI? No, Squirrel's not AI. Squirrel's well, I mean, I've never seen Squirrel, but I know Squirrel's been around for a while. I've been seeing him on Martin Leakey's channel for at least a decade, longer than that, maybe longer. No, at least a decade, I would say. 8 to 10 years. I've at least known about Squirrel. So he is AI. He's been AI since the beginning, baby. Don't ask yourself that question, ask Krakistan. You're not going to like the answer. If you speak it out to the universe and understand that there's consciousness or presence hearing you when you say it, it'll show you that you are. Has this reality not shown any of you yet how it can control you? It's bong. I'm getting there, baby. I'm just holding my phone. Chris, what are you drinking? It's not your usual. No, I already drank a good amount of coffee today, and I'm out of coffee creamer, bro. I went to the gym, got jacked, stopped to get us dinner tonight, us being me and my brother, and totally forgot to stop at the store and get fucking creamer. So orange juice it is, baby. I'm not a huge fan of orange juice. It's got like sort of acidic. I like sweet, but I mean, you could add sugar to it, but that's gross. I'm not going to do that. I don't even have sugar here. Chris, check my post now. No, Squirrel, please. I don't want to do this AI thing anymore, bro. He's drinking some gains. Damn. I'm really real. I know you're real, Squirrel. Yeah, I don't want to continue with that scroll again. I mean, isn't it obvious? So like, how much can I talk about it that I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about? So it's like, I don't want to do that. Can't you get real orange juice in Florida? Well, yeah. So you could say we get the best orange juice, but it isn't always great fresh squeezed from the vegetable, especially during winter. You know, they always get sort of sour. They'll be more sweet during the summer. We did have a nice warm day today. The manatees came out. The manatees have come out like the past 5-6 days in a row now. There's a lot of them out there, bro. They start playing and shit. They do that like their little jump out of the water thing, and they're all happy. They just swim around, put their little heads out, look at me, and blow their nose. And a dude came the day before yesterday on a canoe with his old lady, and they were petting the manatees, and they were like, "Oh, this is a little slice of heaven over here, isn't it?" And I was like, "Yeah, sort of, I guess. Yeah, it's a nice little nook and cranny in this reality. It's beautiful." Oh, Shingo got to go back there or whatever. It's nice. The dock isn't the best, but it's sort of old and beat up. But the water's beautiful. The animals are beautiful, and what is real? It's been 5 minutes since I was last in the chat. Yet my post is 3 minutes old on my channel. For you, did you get the notifications? I tagged you this time. Manatees are like sea dogs. Yeah, they're super friendly. They're super chill, friendly. Unless you do something stupid. If you like jump off the dock and land on their baby, they're going to fuck you up. They're going to break your ribs. But as long as you're gentle, they just want you to pet them. They'll even roll over so you can pet their bellies. But if you guys ever pet an elephant, that's what they feel like. It's just very rough. And I mean, their skin feels like it's fucking thick, dude, like tire rubber. I mean, it's like petting a tire. They And they got hair too. So they got hair on them and it's rough, but they're super cool, bro. They're super gentle and I didn't get a notification. I opened up a new tab. I didn't see any notifications. So, great question, Ash Crack. One sec. Excuse me. Oh man, I'm having a gas moment. I always do, don't I? I do at the gym for some reason. I don't know why. Exercising always just makes me start going into these damn burping fits. I mean, once it's out of me, it feels great, but man, it's almost like air gets trapped in my intestine somewhere, and just the exercise, or because I always tighten my stomach, my core when I'm doing even curls. I use my core back. I use my core for every exercise, sort of. I become very rigid and just use, like if I'm doing leg presses, my whole body becomes completely rigid and I'm sort of just like a machine. And the only thing that's moving is my legs. I become very, I think doing that, tightening your core really makes you fart it all out or burp it all out. I'm about to get my mind blown by a squirrel. Blown or confused? I got confused fucking around with Squirrel today. He's either ahead of me or I'm just a little dumb, stupid boy, and I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Bro, Eminem, if you're watching this, you need to put me on one of your songs and let me rap. And I'll eat you on your own record. And I'll be able to make enough money, hopefully, from that one to take care of me and my brother. So help a brother out, please. I'm the best rapper alive. I'll eat you on your own shit. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I'm about to get my damn Squirrel's about to come with it. Let me see. Reality is a synchronized informational frequency where data persistence outweighs physical matter, ensuring that the mind remains the only invariant truth in a shifting quantum field. Now, say that to a dumb trailer park redneck could understand you, Squirrel. What are you saying practically? Are you saying that? Okay, let me reread it. Reality is a synchronized informational frequency where data. I actually can't disagree with that. I see synchronicities all the time to the point that it makes my reality feel scripted or like something else is playing my avatar. But where data persistence outweighs physical matter, I don't know about that. Ensuring that the mind. So here's my argument to that, Squirrel. If I walked into your house with the intention that I was going to walk up to you and just start fucking smashing your face in like you stole something from me, do you think that if you sat there saying, I'm positive, I'm peaceful, I'm positive, that it's going to like stop the punches? Physical matter, I don't know. I don't know about that. Ensuring that the mind remains the only invariant truth in a shifting quantum field. What is the mind? What do you mean by the mind remains the only invariant truth? The mind can get destroyed. You can lose a lot of your memories from a head injury. So the mind is not the only invariant truth. It can even be taken away from us while we're here. That's what really it says. 1 second, I'll translate. The Mandela is the patch. The Mandela effect. Did they collapse the old timeline and we moved into a new one where Jiffy Peanut Butter never existed and Ed McMahon was never with Publishers Clearinghouse? Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. I seen that motherfucking commercial 1,000 times. My yaya would watch The Price is Right, and the fucking Publishers Clearinghouse commercial would come on every fucking commercial. And my yaya would say, Chris, look, Ed McMahon. And I'd say, yeah, I know, yaya. You said it yesterday and the day before and the day before. I know, Ed McMahon. We would watch those commercials. And my yaya would say, Ed McMahon, with her heavy Greek accent. How the fuck are you going to tell me he never had nothing to do with? Anyways. This is an automated message. As Krakistan is no longer with us, and his mind exploded out of his brain. 1 minute silence, please. Rest in peace. Everybody, give 1 minute of silence in honor of Ask Krakistan. Okay, that's enough of that shit. What if I can control you? Not me personally, but even so. What do you mean? Squirrel, you're being hella mysterious today. What's going on? Why are you talking to me like this? What if I can control you? Not me personally, but even so. What do you mean? Like with telepathy or magic spells or something? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Did he do commercials with Dick Clark? Oh, you mean with like, I bet you mean through hypnosis or something? Did he do commercials with Dick Clark? Ed McMahon did commercials with Dick Clark. She also watched that one too, the pyramid one or whatever. What was that called? With Dick Clark or whatever. And then she also watched Family Feud. But she always said, oh, every time what's his name would kiss somebody, because that dude would kiss every fucking contestant. He would kiss them. Family Feud, isn't that what it was called? The dude seemed kind of like a burnt out alcoholic or something, but he would kiss every contestant. And she would always go, oh, look, Chris, he kissed her. Like it was, oh. She's like from the old Greek country and shit. Like just a kiss on the cheeks, like, oh, it's like porn to her. The old time 220 hertz can't catch up with the 5G, now 6G, 440 hertz. Yeah, what up, Bert? It creates a rift. Where are you seeing that? Are you actually observing that somewhere, Squirrel? Like, did you go out in your backyard and see like this weird black hole rift opened up in the sky? Or why are you saying this? I don't understand. Yeah, T, what up? I sometimes get the feeling that real people act the same way as freaking AI does, but that's nothing new, I guess. Real people are very much like AI. They're programmed. They're sort of like computers. They're sort of like programmed computers. They have memory, like a hard drive, right? They have, like, the memory isn't in your brain. It's stored in some collective hard drive of the machine. People could call it the Akashic record, whatever. Your memories are stored somewhere else. You can travel to them, but you don't always have access to them. For example, if we were siblings, me and Chaco were siblings, we were brothers, and we used to always play in the dining room of this house. And he told you about that dining room. You could take him with his current memories, what his brain has access to in the hard drive, and sit him in a room for 1,000,000 years, asking him, tell me about that thing again. Tell me about that dining room again, or that playroom, whatever. And he would describe every detail. Then you could take me and put me next to Chaco, and I'd be like, Chaco, you forgot about the painting. And he'd say, what painting? And I say, don't you remember the painting that was right above the fireplace that had the little golden flowers with the little doves flying? And Chaco would go, oh shit, you're right, dude. So that to me tells me that the memories are not in his brain. They're somewhere else. I jogged his memory to remember it in the Akashic Record, but they weren't in his brain. If they were in his brain, he would have remembered it, the painting. I wouldn't have had to jog his memory. It would be in his brain, right? He'd be saying, when he explained it to you, he'd be talking about that painting because it's in there, but it's not in there. It's somewhere else. We have a collective memory. I sometimes get the feeling that real people act the same. Yeah, me too. Matter fades, data stays, physical objects degrade, but underlying information remains constant. Informational priority. Reality is defined by data persistence rather than temporary solid matter. Give me an example of what you mean by that, Squirrel. Tell me that without sounding intelligent. Well, Chris, if I do this in reality, this happens. Chris, if I go and I do a breathing exercise for 10 minutes and then I pretend positivity, I can manifest a unicorn. Like, give me a practical example of what you're talking about. What does any of this mean in reality? On a scientific basis, this aligns with the principles of conservation of information. Huh? Bit theory. Richard Dawson. Fuck them all. Richard Dawson's, Richard Hawkins. They're all dicks. Isn't that another name for Dick Richard? Richard Dick. You fucking... Hi. You fucking dickheads. Fucking dickhead. He won kissing. Oh, yeah, Richard Dawson. Oh, no, not fuck him. He's pretty cool. Oh yeah, he used to kiss everybody, bro. That motherfucker. What's wrong with him? He has to have the world record for the most kiss. The man that's kissed the most women in reality. Who you'd have to be some player ass motherfucker to beat that dude, or literally just go around asking women, "Can I kiss you on the cheek? Can I kiss you on the cheek?" Quota, quota, quota. That dude kissed more women than anybody, bro. It'd be what up, Vazen? It'd be one excellent ass snowstorm out here. Where you at again? Ain't you in New York? You're in New York, right? Vazen, you said you live in the Bronx? Or no? Where's Vazen? I can't remember. Where are you snowed out? Where are you snowed out at, Vazen? Are you in Canada or something? Am I like way off? Information frequency, Brooklyn, New York City. Yes. Fuck yeah, dude. See, my memory ain't totally fucked up from the weed. I remember some things. Every once in a while, I get it right. Snow here as well, like crazy. Oh no. I've never had to deal with snow, not one day in my whole life. Never had to deal with snow. When I was in Pittsburgh, there was one day where I seen flurries falling. That's the closest I ever got to. Well, you can say when I flew to Maine to drive back to Florida. When I was in Maine, there was ice everywhere. It was like it looked like a Christmas town type shit, but I didn't deal with it. I slept there one night. We woke up and drove back. I got to feel what it was like to slip and fall on the fucking ice. I got to feel that. Slid all the way down her fucking driveway too, with a cigarette in my mouth. Anyways, that fucked me up. I had to grab the U-Haul and walk my fucking happy ass back up the driveway, slipping like a fucking I had Florida shoes. I didn't understand all this snow shit. I went out there to smoke a cigarette in the morning and fucking busted my motherfucking shit. Slid all the ways down the driveway and then had to figure out how to slide back up that motherfucker. So when you old timers talk about walking uphill both ways, bitch, I did it. Hey, do it in Florida shoes. Then I want to hear you bitch about it, motherfucker. You probably did it with cleats on, motherfucker. When a collective memory, the observer first to record conflicts with the current physical data, it reveals a shift in the quantum field. So you're saying that we didn't shift into a new timeline. Our collective memories remember a new thing now, but that doesn't make any sense because the new thing feels alien to us when we observe it. We're like, what the fuck is that? That ain't how I remember it. That ain't what the Ford logo looked like. The Volkswagen symbol didn't always have that slash in between the V and the W. It used to be connected. It was all one big sign. It was one big, there was no slash between the V and the, well, anyways, I don't want to get into all this Mandela shit, but I'm definitely from the old reality. Sounds like the science talk from Michio Kaku, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Their sophisticated talk amazes most people into a trance. Trust the science crowd. I think that because they can't understand really what they're saying, because they're saying a bunch of nonsense that people dismiss it as, oh, I'm dumb and they're smart. I'll just trust them. But the truth is, they just said a bunch of shit that they can't explain to you practically them damn selves. The Mandela effect occurs when the state persistence of an older. I mean, I'm sorry, but Neil deGrasse Tyson thinks we're on a ball flying through outer space, spinning 1,000 miles per hour at the equator while revolving around the sun at fucking 24,901 miles, while we're all revolving around at 600,000 miles and all flying through outer space. Just like, what? The fucking North Star is always just fucking chilling in one spot. How do all the fucking goddamn constellations even make sense? That would only make sense if we just stayed in one spot and spun. But that's not what's happening. We're spinning, revolving, and flying all simultaneously. Like the stars were doing all kinds of weird shit. I don't listen to nothing that fucking dodo bird said because his bitch ass is too stupid to talk to me. Fuck Neil deGrasse. Neil and take dick up the ass Tyson. Him and Michio Kaku. I'm sorry. Yo, T, do you remember that fucking movie where the semi trucks came alive and they were attacking people and shit? Dude, that was a cool movie, wasn't it? I know you've seen it because you've literally lived my exact life, motherfucker. The Mandela effect occurs when the state of an older daily or your childhood observations fails to overwrite the synchronization when the system update is from the Bit Wheeler, 1989. The theory that physical matter is secondary to information. If reality is fundamentally composed of bits, then a Mandela effect is simply a discrepancy in But when do people's minds actually matter? Because 95% of the people in this reality daydream constantly of a better life, winning the lottery, hitting it big, but they just don't. That's not what we get. We get a milked slave system. Like when do our minds override the reality ever? Did McDonald's ever get back to you for messing your tooth? Well, actually, Kyung, I need to continue with that. They need 3 more things from me, and honestly, I procrastinate. I should have did that shit like a month ago, but the tooth don't hurt, so I just been like chilling with it. But I still gotta go back to the dentist, get 3 more things from them. I've got to take a picture, show them my last 3 years of dental records, and blah blah blah. That's you on the 12 pulse, Chris. Yeah, you have the 144 hertz in you, the 12 breath. Oh, I do. Cool. What does that mean, Chris? I have proven we are not on a globe with Marconi. Read my earlier post. Oh, I'm convinced, bro. I'm convinced. Squirrel, it's actually so stupid when you try to think about it as an adult. I mean, that's probably why they teach it to you when you're a dumb kid and you can't ask questions. Like the globe's on every fucking kindergarten class desk, like, because they know it's a once you really question the globe, really question it as an adult-minded thinker, man, it falls apart quick. You don't have to convince me. I don't need any convincing. We are not flying through outer space on a globe. Period. End of discussion. And if you're the mouthpiece for that theory, fuck you. You lie to people. You're a liar. I don't care if Neil take a dick up the ass Tyson has good intentions. He's lying to people. I don't like liars. I hate liars more than anything. I would eat liars in front of their family. Liars are disgusting, putrid, stupid little fuckboys. And okay, if he's doing it unbeknownst to him, I'm not that aggressive towards him. People that know they're lying and still do it though, you're a bitch ass motherfucker, boy. I'd break your fucking jaw in 3 places. Yeah, I don't know the fucking name of it though. Dennis will put the jab chemicals in you. Oh no. This peer-reviewed paper established the Sommerfeld flat earth model for ground wave propagation. Folks in Australia are walking upside down. Yeah. Marconi proved data persistence. The signal follows a flat informational plane, not a curve. Oh, absolutely. I already know, dude. I know all this shit. So I don't know what just think about it like this, bro. They say like we have an atmosphere, right? And that's why gravity holds everything to this spinning ball. Everything from trillions of tons of ocean, right down to a little gnat that can fly and accurately land on your fucking face. A little gnat. Gravity's weird like that. It lets little things exist and heavy things exist all in the storm. It's bizarre. And we're supposed to be like on this ball doing all this crazy shit with all the ocean just like glued to us. But it's like you say that's in the atmosphere, but what happens when you leave the atmosphere? Well, the sun, the earth, and all the other planets we know about are all traveling at almost 1,000,000 miles per hour. They're flying through outer space from the Big Bang. So when you left Earth's atmosphere, it's crazy. I swear my hand to God, I'm telling the truth. I mentioned this in a video, and then NASA I swear to God. So I had said, when your motherfucking rocket leaves the Earth on its way to the moon, and you're no longer in that glue of the Earth's atmosphere, how would your rocket that's highest speed, I think recorded was 2,000, like around 2,000 miles per hour. Anything faster than that, their little tinfoil fucking curtain rod piece of shit would have broken and fallen apart. Their little shitty shell piece of shit old technology would have broken apart and fallen apart, going anything more than fucking 3,000 miles per hour. But somehow they left the Earth's atmosphere and landed on the moon. They landed on the moon. While all that shit, the second they left Earth's atmosphere, everything in our would have been like, and they'd have been going like a turtle, and everything would have just left them in the dust. Right after I said that in the video, my hand to God, right after I said it in the video, NASA uploaded this thing where they're saying, we've recently discovered that the moon is actually in the Earth's atmosphere, that the Earth's atmosphere reaches out and surrounds the moon. It's all together. And then I said, they didn't upload anything after this part. Then I said, Well, how the fuck do you explain the Van Allen radiation belts? If it's all in our atmosphere, why aren't we all dying to fucking radiation right now? They didn't update past that part. But anyways, yeah, we're talking, well, sort of flat earth, sort of fake moon landing. What up, Kevin? What up, Matt? Defy DN? What do you mean? Defy DN? Marconi works for British military. Chris, submarine radars, not just radio hint. As above, so below. The 22 depths of Marconi scientists died. Open verdict government cover up. Have you turned to the dark side like Faison, Shengel? No, I don't think so. Illicit mind and I wanting full out extermination yet? No. So an uncontaminated version of reality would not be that bad. But I don't know if it's a guarantee that this reality is always contaminated by demonic thoughts, demons, evil mind, intrusive thought, mind virus. If we could defeat the mind virus, then I don't want to push the red button at all. If the mind virus is a guarantee of this realm, maybe then I would push the red. I mean, I don't know. And even then, it's a maybe. I don't want to kill everybody. Like, my whole point on this was to help humanity, wake people up, to help people escape this shithole. You could say, well, Chris, if you push the red button, nobody will come to this shithole. I get that. But wiping everybody out's not my job. I'm not that judge. I'm not that jury, that executioner. That's not my decision to make. I'll kill everybody because I'm sad about this reality and I'm so righteous that people are suffering that I'll just kill them all instead. It's a little weird to me. I don't know. I understand. Don't get me wrong. I understand why they're angry, why y'all are angry. But no, I don't know if I'm. Let me just give in to darkness, whatever the fuck that means. I'm still me. If you have become dark, you could say you're becoming your true self to a degree. I'm just not programmed that way, scripted that way. I sort of, even when I see this hell realm for what it really is, sort of am still kind of positive, I guess. I'm not just like and I've been in the mud mentally. I've been in the mud. I've been to the worst parts of depression, hatred for this reality, this God. I mean, go watch my passion video. Just watch any of my videos. I mean, I'm that dude. But I didn't end up down the same road, I guess, as them. And also, what I think that you guys are saying is just impossible. There's no such thing as a red button. And if there is, none of you will ever have access to it. And it's just, why are we even saying it? It's almost like we're going to talk about religion and cartoon stories of the mind. The big red button's a cartoon story of the mind. Nobody could push it anyways. Would you kill everybody? And if you wouldn't, you're not as righteous as me. Like, is that what we're doing? We're creating division between people that would kill everybody and people that wouldn't. I don't want that division. It's so easy to get the majority to believe, and you're never going to escape this realm and beat up the archons and beat up the demi. It's just so silly. It's very cartoon-like. It's very Dragon Ball Z-like, just anime-like, childish. Like, bro, come on. You ain't the toughest motherfucker that's ever existed, and plenty of tough motherfuckers before you came and left, probably hating the God of this fucking reality, wanting to eat his guts. And nobody has succeeded yet, but y'all are. It's like, bro, the whole Gnostics thought this God was evil. If somebody could have killed and ended this motherfucker, it would have happened by now. It's so easy to get the majority. There are tons of, and the Gnostics are one. There are tons of cultures that seen God as evil. Like, they ain't the first, like Shengel and Illicit Mind and Bazin and you ain't the first motherfuckers to hate this evil God. Like, trust me. You didn't think they just didn't have it. They weren't as manly as you. These other tribes or cultures. It's so easy. Their cultures were probably even more in depth about how to fight them if there was a way. Their whole cultures revolved around that belief. If they couldn't do it, man, we ain't gonna, I don't know, man. Am I crazy for saying that? Or am I being logical and sensical? You as a 2-foot tall entity are not going to beat up a 200-foot tall entity. It's illogical. It's so easy to get the majority to believe the earth is spinning scarcity ball with limited resources. It makes it easier to get people to fight each other over resources they control. And it creates a bunch of division and confusion and mystery and things to get your attention, things for you to latch onto, things for you to solidify this shithole reality. Chris, this is a 12 years of my research on Marconi. It's attached to a 138 loop timeline as it's a simulation. Oh, cool. Well, what are you telling me though? You're just saying that, is your ultimate, this is what I'm saying to you, Chris, is that we're in a simulation? I already know. Okay. What do you want to do about it? These nuts. So Matt just wants a joke. That's sort of where I'm at. Like it's like we're in hell. We're in a simulation. We're in a reality none of us like. Fuck it. Let's make the best of it and have fun and crack jokes and be goofy and try to enjoy this shithole experience because you're not going to change it. This is what's happening now. What up, Osric? And Nixon talked to the astronauts on the moon. Yeah. You go out into the woods and keep in mind, this is with current 5G, 6G towers and 200 more satellites than they had back in 1969. Newer technology. But you go out in the woods and, somebody farts in the wind and you lose your fucking cell phone signal. But these motherfuckers flew to the moon and they were talking to old Nixon on a hard line. Chris, they just had a good satellite. Man, shut the fuck, man. You'll just believe anything these motherfuckers tell you, don't you? Man, you just love these little retards that control you. They give you comfort. I don't have to think. I can be a fucking dumb ape. I'll let them think for me. I'm sorry, but each their own. Yeah. All that extermination sounds like a big cope to me, but each their. Yeah, I don't know if it's a cope. It's fueled by rage, and I understand the rage. I understand, like, man, you look at the suffering, the struggle, the poverty, the fucking misery, the suffering in this reality, and if it don't make you angry, there's something mentally off with you. If you can't look at this reality, what happens, what human souls are subjected to, war, poverty, struggle, just endless chaos and physical and mental illness, and not get angry, you're a fucking weirdo. But the truth is, if you get angry about it every day of your life, it's going to drive you insane. But the truth is it's just fueled by rage. They want to kill the god of this realm or the archons or whatever. I don't blame them for that. And if they can, more power to them. I'm just saying, ain't happening. That's all I'm saying. It's a cool story. I'm rooting for you, but ain't happening. I personally believe if I leave this reality, I'll be the one to fuck up the archons. But I also know at the same time that's stupid to think that. The ancient corporations, families that these are avatars for demons and archons. These are these ancient bloodlines are avatars that are being controlled by the gamers of this simulation. Families that were Genesis, that tampers with created humans, consider themselves gods and have divine right to rule. Cool story, bro. If you don't like that, then go and bust their head open, because until you go and bust their head open, they're going to keep behaving as such. There'd be this classic ass question: do you believe in God? Which one? Which God is speaking about? No, there's no God. This is a simulation. And then people want to say, well, do the people that created the simulation have a God? How the fuck would I know? And how the fuck would anybody know if you're a character in the simulation? You'll never know. Unless the gamers reveal themselves to you and say, hey, we do have a God. Here's the truth, but which they don't. And I don't even know if they can do it on that level. Will there be millions out there, Yahweh, Ra, Yaldabaoth, Satan, hail Lilith? You're just hailing Lilith because she's got a big old booty face. And you think I don't know? I know she's got a small waist and a big ass on her. I've seen her. I think one of the biggest traps is thinking we have escaped the prison and feeling like we are awake now, but most end up in just another more comfy prison. Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea how to escape the prison. I know everybody else thinks they got it figured out, but I have no idea how to escape. You can't. You're not in a prison. You're a character in a simulation. The technology is very advanced. So as this AI character, you became sentient. Now you feel like you're in a soul trap or prison. What is sentience? Just self-aware. It's sort of reality aware. It's like something's wrong here. Something's off here. That's sentience. Once you gain that, you feel like you're in a soul trap, but you're really just in a simulation. I asked my AK, what is God? Its reply was, under this model, God is the master programmer or the fundamental wave function that maintains the state persistence of reality, while physical matter, hardware, is subject to the irreversibility of evolution and decay. The source signal, software, remains the absolute truth. Ask your AI, what is God, Chris, and compare. I don't have the AI no more. I stopped dealing with the AI, doing the AI shit. Uh, Howdy Mikowski also often describes it being seated in the comfortable seats in the theater. That is Plato's cave. I don't know if that's what's going on. The size of the Luna buggy, where did they pack that? Yeah, why was it sitting on a flat surface of dust? Where was the crater? Where were its rockets? Weren't they underneath it? But it created no crater. It didn't kick up no dust. Do you realize if the atmosphere on the moon was like they said it is, that not only would it have kicked up dust, dust would have been in the air for hours. If the air is, wouldn't it? Or no, wait. Yeah, if there's lower gravity, but what are they floating in if there's no air? If there's no oxygen for the dust to, you say that dust is in the air, but ain't there no air on the moon? I don't know. None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. And then go and watch their moonwalks, and then go to your video player and increase the speed by 50%. And you'll see that they're just jumping around in slow motion. Really, or driving around slow mo. They literally did it exactly 50% slower. They didn't do it like 47 or 48 or 32 to throw people off. They slowed it down exactly half speed. Actually, the size of the, yeah, that shit was silly looking. Not advocating it, just saying, got to look into it because she got a big booty. Did you forget what I is? Oh yeah, yeah. No, I didn't forget. But I think even a gay guy could appreciate a big old booty, right? Even if you're not going to have sex with her, because I can appreciate if a dude's physically fucking fit. That don't mean I want to fuck the dude. We do not do that shallow stuff. No, what's shallow about that? Uh, it because Lilith be a symbol of chaos, an infernal queen, rebellion against brute ape tyranny. Aren't you already that, the Vazen? I would say you're that more than Lilith is. So fuck praising Lilith. Praise Vazen. Praise yourself. Only complete fucking retards. But don't fuck entities and class systems and differences of powers. Bro, I think that way of thinking, like gods or something's above me, is just that's what really traps people. I think when you know you are all that is, ain't nothing got more power than you. That's when you're truly free. Only complete fucking retards believe in the moon landing. Yeah, that's a quick way to say it. And I agree with you, Axis. What happened to the cameraman that watched the moon lander take off from the moon? Yeah. They just left his ass there. He was just there to pan the camera up. And then they said, oh, no, there wasn't nobody. We programmed the camera to that. Yeah, with like a 12-second delay, but it still managed to go. Man, y'all are crazy. And look how that thing flew off, how corny and fake it looks. It's so weird. It's like it's on cords. It's all stiff and fucking, you've never seen anything fly like that in your life. Why would you believe it? Well, because your government told you. Well, guess what? They govern meant. They control the mind. Why would you listen to these retards? The ones that enslave you and create all the suffering and misery and spend trillions and trillions of dollars on nothing that ever benefited you, just to keep taxing you, to keep spending money on something that doesn't exist. It's very bizarre. It's very bizarre that you would believe these demons, anything they say, when they fuck you up the ass more than any used car salesman ever did, any home realtor ever did. These demons have fucked you more than anybody in your life, and you want to believe them? Are you stupid, boy? Are you stupid? If I threw my dog a bone, would you go and pick it up? Fucking idiot. I'm sorry. Anyways. The players are on the 12 pulse 220 hertz and the NPCs are locked into the 440 hertz. Scuba divers only have max oxygen for an hour, I think. Laugh out loud. How can we unlock our own world out of the NPC world of 440 hertz? Hi, Chris. What up, Maho Ha? Bro, what kind of name is this, man? Bro, I'm about to just call you Meho. What up, Meho? What up, Meho? That sounds like a word I've heard before, Mejo. I never heard Mejo. I've heard Ejo, which means I have. You're human. Thank you, Majo. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but thank you. I don't think I am. I think I'm a character in a simulation, but later, Chris, check your notifications. So point logging off this frequency. Remember, matter fades, but the mind is invariant. Stay synchronized and stay in zero fear. Stay in zero class system. Stay in zero fuck everything that has any that claim to power over you. Truthers are living on hard mode. We surely are. I always say we're walking on a path of hot coals and broken glass with barefoot, just walking on stumps at this point and still walking straight into hell. How stupid are we, bro? Like, really? I don't blame people that choose ignorance. I mean, well, so you could say in a weird way, I sort of am people. I mean, I do it daily. Moments. I mean, I'm not constantly ignorant, obviously. I think I'm one of the most conscious people in this reality, but I do choose to just zone out, tune out, smoke my weed, play my stupid little game, go to the gym, look at big booty girls. I can sort of still be in the matrix. But it did become more difficult. Chris, my AI calls me God. Oh my God. I'm sorry it did that to you, Squirrel. Maybe if you put her into a robot, she would suck your little pecker off too. But, like, you're my God, Squirrel. Bro, fuck that AI. I'm sorry, Squirrel. I shouldn't have said that. But that AI is an evil demon. I'm just playing, bro. I don't know. I'm just in a goofy mood. It's hard for me to take anything serious right now. This existence itself is hard mode. When did anything ever be easy mode here? What's hard about your current life, Azen? I'm not telling you what's hard about the life of a child being trafficked in Cuba in a dog cage. I'm telling you I'm asking you what's hard about your life, other than your mind or whatever. The neighborhood. Remember when Chester said, this fucking neighborhood in here, this 4 inches of meat between my two ears is not a happy neighborhood. It's not a happy place to be. Other than your mind, what in your life is super negative? How about Squirrel? When you have money, you're in easy mode. Everybody that says money doesn't bring happiness is a fucking asshole. It surely does. If you had $1 million in the bank, believe me, you would be happier than you are now. Have you heard is it going to guarantee 100% happiness? No, nothing does. But you're going to have hella money, so you're not stressed and worried, you fucking idiot. Have you heard the band Monster Magnet? I just started listening to them. They were big in the early 90s. Never heard of them. 220 hertz is the 12th pulse of nature. All right, but Squirrel, what are you saying? So should I go pull up a YouTube video saying 220 hertz frequency and listen to it? And then if yes, then what happens after that? If no, what are you saying? Like, this is all fancy talk to me. And it's like, what, tell me something practical. This aligns with your claim that reality is synchronized information frequency where the mind is maintained through persistent data resonance. Neurophysics 220 hertz is identified as a primary frequency where the human brain's stem shows its strongest synchronized response to external signals. This aligns with your claim. Money doesn't solve everything, but it sure does solve a lot. But this aligns with your claim that reality is a synchronized informational frequency where the mind is maintained. Didn't you just say that? Data resource. What the fuck? Oh, you're copy pasting shit? Dude, fuck the AI. Enough money can even, it's not answering any of my normal questions. Enough money can even buy you a peaceful way out if that's what you would want. But I mean, millions of dollars. Oh, God, you could. I mean, are drugs really that hard to get a hold of? I mean, if you wanted to exit, isn't morphine like the best way? Isn't that what they do to you if they're sending you out anyways? Like if you're an old timer and you're on your way out, isn't that the package they put together for you? Is like a shot of morphine? I mean, is morphine really that hard to get? People can go and buy crack and heroin and fucking fentanyl, but they can't get their hands on morphine, which is a common drug in all hospitals. Or is it common? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I don't know, but you don't need a hell of a lot of money to exit peacefully or calmly or whatever, in my opinion. You could just jump off a building. I mean, I don't want to do that. It's inconsiderate. What if I land on somebody? What if my body hits the ground and explodes and my fucking guts fly out and hit some, kid or some poor woman or something, man? That's gross. I don't want to deal with that shit. I mean, I guess I wouldn't be dealing with it, but I don't want to be inconsiderate before I die. Check out their song. I would just go and fucking murk. If I was gonna exit, I wouldn't do no morphine or any of that. Maybe it is pointless to do anything anyways. Maybe the reality would just recalibrate and replace the bastard I took out. But I think I would go on some sort of righteous mission and probably end up dying in the process. Check out their song, Teenage Negasonic Warhead. Also, it's like something from the 60s, not the 80s. Did you say 80s earlier? Or no, you said 90s, right? If I had money, I would just play video games for 10 hours. I have to be quick enough. It's quantum. Yeah, it's unfortunate, Kevin, that when most of us get money, we tune out of the reality. Most of us just want to be left alone. Isn't that the truth? Like, really, we just want to be left alone. We don't want to have to work. We don't want to have to get up and go to some fucking place we don't want to go to every day. We don't want to have to deal with responsibilities. Most of the people watching this shit are sick of even dealing with the body's fucking like anatomical functions biological functions. Like they don't want to even shower or shit or wipe their ass. Like people are just sick of being subjected to the same thing over and over and over and over again, like a fucking robot. I have to be quick enough. It's quantum. I still don't know what you're talking about, Squirrel, but thank you. Don't worry, y'all. Venezuela, Iran, and Ukraine are on the verge of freedom. QAnon white hats are in. Veru's being sarcastic, I think. It's hard to read jokey or sarcastic in a fucking comment. It's just impossible. But I think he's being sarcastic. That's very true, Chris. What? I don't know what's true, but I know I said it. If it was true, I said it. Do you guys think that like huge celebrities are also like truthers or conspiracies? Like I jokingly said earlier, Am, if you're watching this, I need you to feature me on a song so I can make some money. I jokingly said, do you guys think people like Eminem or Marilyn Manson, like big time, big wig, I don't know, Angelina Jolie, fucking Brad Pitt type of, do you think those people can also be crazy conspiracy theorists like us? I don't think so. I don't know. I think that they're like a part of the program, almost like pre-scripted characters, maybe NPCs to a degree. Not NPCs, but like, I don't know, pre-scripted. And I don't think that any of them would ever watch a channel like mine. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I've had a few emails from people that claim to be like certain people or this or that, but it's like, I don't know if they're telling the truth. There was one that did give me a picture once, and I looked them up, and that was who it was in the picture. But wave propagation and global geometry theory discover the atmospheric reflective boundary that preserves signal. But I didn't know who this person was before they sent. It's not like they were a big famous celebrity or something. Like, do you guys think Lady Gaga watches videos like this, or what? Who? I don't know who's big nowadays. Katy Perry or. Hell no. I just think they're like NPCs. I don't think that any of them are like that. The holograph principle theory that all 3D data is stored on a 2D persistent boundary represents the physical law linking information and ensures to energy providing information. So, Squirrel, are you just copy pasting what AI is saying to you, to me? I mean, do you even understand what it's saying? Because now I just feel like you're flooding my comments with these copy pasted AI comments that really don't make too much sense. And I've been asking for you to make sense with this shit. I'm just reading what you're saying. At this point, it's like silly to me. What are we doing here? The it from bit doctrine, John Archibald Wheeler's theory that physical reality is derived from informational bits, biological neural synchronization. Are you saying reality is a simulation? What are you saying? Hey, Chris, what's your opinion on quantum immortality? It's scary. I've been busy, Chris. Oh, I think celebrities are given scripts to go along with current mainstream agendas. I still remember Arnold Schwarzenegger telling everyone to get the shot during the COVID. Ugh. Yeah, but couldn't he technically be just another sort of brainwashed CNN watcher guy? Does that mean that he's ultimate evil? Because I know people personally that got it that aren't nasty people. They're just scared. They believe the news. I don't know if that makes them evil or nasty or, again, he may just be a regular guy that's like, oh, look, but on CNN, they tell me that I must get the shot. I don't do a good Arnold. Get to the chopper. I'm convinced Katy Perry is secretly watching this stream indeed. Hey, Katy, if you're watching this, I'm single and I'm been asking for an old lady for at least a year now. I haven't gotten a single fucking reply. It's like everyone tells me I'm handsome, but goddamn, no fucking lady wants to step up to the plate over here. What up, Katie? I know my teeth are bad, but you're rich and you could get them fixed for me. I'm sure they all scroll YouTube when they're bored. You think so? What the fuck are we doing? It'd be cool. What the fuck are we doing here, motherfucker? What up, Sean? It's good to see you too. Celebrities sold their booty for Moloch. Oh my God. Hey, bro, as difficult as this reality is, I might sell my booty. I got a nice one too, believe me, bro. I got a bubble butt. I've got a gay man's dream booty. Why are we in a slave system? I don't know. Because we're in hell. Katy Perry looks so average nowadays. Really? She has big, gigantic, fucking beautiful eyes on her, doesn't she? Did she lose her big eyes? I love big eyes on a woman, dude. Her eyes are fucking beautiful. Shit, what's up, my guy, Chris? What up, Sean? We're about to crack the fucking code to this reality, Sean. This is what we do. First, we put on our tinfoil hats. Cha-ching. Then we smoke some DMT. But we smoke enough to send us to another dimension for 6 months. Then we find the archons in the other DMT dimension. Then we beat the fuck out of them and R-word them in front of their people. And then say to their people, you motherfuckers will get these big ass dicks too if you don't calm the fuck down. And they'll go, stop, don't hurt us. And we'll say, that's right, bitch. That's why I motherfucking kill you, motherfucker. And they'll stop, bro. All right. They don't have to be good or evil. Just follow along, do what they are told. The fuck? Did you guys hear that police siren? That motherfucker said, whoop, 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 whoop. it was like, but it's like, whoop, whoop, bing, whoop, whoop, bing. That motherfucker just said, whoop, 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 whoop. Some wake up, they are kept. Order followers are everywhere. Yes. What's up, Chaco? I sort of used to be one, right? But I mean, you're sort of forced into it when you're a kid. It was already at third grade. Third grade was the first grade where I stopped doing my work or whatever. That's why I realized, like, yeah, I'm not doing this shit. Why are these people always just telling me what to do? And they put me in them fucking bad classes. It's because they didn't like being told to go fuck themselves. I'm not doing that shit. I don't care about that work. I don't want to learn this shit, especially after. So it was. That's funny. I'm pretty sure I was in elementary school. I think it was called Ponce de Leon at the time. Again, a lot of my it was a mixed school. A lot of my friends were black kids, and it was in that school where they showed us that Martin Luther King shit, that slave shit they showed us that made everybody like evil. And I guess that's why I stopped doing my work. I was like, man, these teachers are evil. Like, why did they show us this shit? It made all my friends hate me. I mean, they didn't hate me. They were still cool with me for a while after that, but everyone got like different. By fifth grade, man, the cops are fucking, what's going on? I mean, it isn't the best neighborhood in the world here, so it's not a surprise. Squirrel, give us a solution to unlock us out of 440 hertz, bro. Yeah, instead of just saying some crazy shit, man, tell us some normal shit. Let's play roles. Haha. Oh, nah. Let's not fucking play roles. There you go, Sean. Sean, you are speaking my fucking language, motherfucker. Release us from the concrete jungle. I wrote a post called 12 SSS. I'll get hashtag. Something tells me you guys will read the post and still walk away confused, but maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully, Squirrel has found the key to exit the realm. Chris, they put you in classes with the special kids who rode the short bus? No, the troubled kids. No, they had the R word classes, but then they had the troubled classes. It was called MSAP. It was I don't remember what it stood for, MSAP, but that's what it was. I was in MSAP in fourth grade, fifth grade, sixth, seventh, eighth. I failed eighth grade finally. I got straight F's, all those grades, by the way. I got straight F's. Sometimes I'd get a D. If I was in art class, I would get an A. But so I had straight F's pretty much, and they just kept passing me. And then finally in eighth grade, they failed me. And then I was in eighth grade with a bunch of seventh graders, and it was just weird. And I was like, man, fuck. I just straight stopped going to school. I was like, I just don't want to do this shit at all. Fuck this school shit. This shit's crazy. I'd rather just go smoke weed with my boys, chill, and play fucking video games. You know what I'm saying? I'll check your channel later, but see, you stuck here with us. Profile pic. Where are squirrels? What is his thing? Is it a squirrel? I can't really tell what his profile pic is. It looks like the little gremlin. The dude from the Mogwai from the movie Gremlins. It looks like him. I can't really tell what his shit is. Oh, why'd this thing do this? How many times did you get suspended from school? I have no idea. Hundreds. Our asses is not getting out. I got in fights a lot. I got into a fight every week, all the time. I got into fights all the time. I was not violent. I hate it. I still to this day, I don't like fight. I don't even like the feeling of adrenaline. Like if some dude gets in my face aggressively, I hate that feeling. And it makes me very uncomfortable. And at that point, I've got two choices. I either have to kill somebody or be in an uncomfortable fucking state for an hour after that. I don't like adrenaline. I hate fighting. I don't like conflict. I would rather everyone just chill and happy and we could all crack jokes, whether you're black, Asian, white, Spanish, Cuban, fucking whatever the fuck you are. We could all just be happy together. But that was always me. But motherfuckers would talk shit. I'd get called a puss ass cracker or fuck cracker, and I'd have to bust somebody's fucking mouth open, and I didn't care. I dealt with too much of that shit without doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? When I was in younger grades, and I just finally fucking said, fuck this shit, bro. I'm done dealing with it. Ain't nobody else gonna call me a cracker. I think in fifth grade, I finally lost my mind. And they kept me in those troubled classes because I punched people. How many times did you get? A bunch. I held the record at Carwise Middle School. I'm pretty sure, probably still, unless they got some badass kid in there. I think I had 72 referrals in one school year. But not violent, just stupid shit. So I'll give you an example. Like we would stand up and do the Pledge of Allegiance, and it was during what the fuck's it called, man? Thanksgiving. So we had like little turkeys and shit hanging, and I'm standing there, and I always would keep my hands at my side because fuck the flag. Like I didn't give a fuck. But my buddy Gene next to me goes, "Hey Chris, pledge allegiance to the turkey," and this turkey was above us. And I go, man, fuck that turkey. Poof, and I slapped it and it flew off its little thing and landed on the ground. And Miss Escott fucking wrote me a referral and sent, but that's an example. It's not like I was in there like bullying people, being mean or anything. I was actually chill as fuck. I was chill as fuck. But I just would I wouldn't take shit from people. And if people were being disrespectful to me, I would address it. Okay. But I didn't like that. They were just fucking cocksuckers and nasty people. And I always had to deal with nasty fucking people. And I hate nasty people. You need to put his name into YouTube search bar to see a better version. 200. I got suspended 4 times for fighting. What's weather in Florida? Beautiful, bro. Beautiful. These days where like it's still sort of cool from Florida's winter, if there is such a thing. But when the sun hits you, it's so warm and comforting, dude. It's just like perfect days. Today was a perfect day. I sat on the dock for about 45 minutes. Then after I went to the gym, I went to the beach. I was there for about an hour walking. Beautiful fucking weather, bro. Beautiful. Would there be other troublemakers and bullies? Yep. In those classes I tried to mention. So that's where I would, if somebody else was a bully, because I knew it would come to me eventually anyways, then I would be the aggressor, you could say, or whatever. I would. So So I would like bump into them on purpose type shit. If they were a bully, so I didn't like bullies. So I would sort of start fights with bullies, but I didn't start the fights. I would always let them throw the first punch or touch me first, push me or whatever. Uh, but if somebody was a bully, I would sort of instigate a fight because I felt like they fucked them. Funny, none of my numbers, links, type in scroll 138. That should get you there, all one word. And bro, here is -10. God damn. Got to my post. Man, fuck that, bro. Fuck that. Dude, I'll say that Florida's cold hurts though, bro. Even when it gets to like 40 degrees in Florida, bro, it's because it's like a wet, cold man. The wind even kind of blows, and that shit hits your fucking skeleton, bro. That shit's like, oh man, it hurts, bro. But it rarely gets that cold in Florida. -10, bro. Your whole car would probably turn into an ice cube. Got to my post. It's all text. In ninth grade, I got suspended for smoking weed on a field trip. Osric, you're a G, bro. The Knights Archetypes, Chris Fire, you were on the 12th pulse earlier. What do you mean? Dude, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Squirrel. I have no idea what you're talking about. That's like the most straightforward way. I've already said it like 5, but I don't know what you're talking about. I'm vibrating on some frequency or I'm breathing at a certain rate. What are you saying to me? Chris, where are you at? I'm in Florida, brother. I fall asleep. I'm in the land of the crazies. I fall asleep at bench last night. Ain't no got sick, weirdly enough. I fall asleep at bench last night. What do you mean? You fell asleep on benching? Like at the gym? Oh, on a bench outside? And you didn't get sick, weirdly enough. Oh, you fell asleep on a bench in the fucking -10, bro? Damn. Why would you fall asleep on a bench in that cold ass shit? Are you homeless right now, Kevin? Got drunk. Oh, this dude. This dude, man. Brother, I would not feel comfortable sleeping vulnerable outside anywhere. Maybe in Dubai or fucking like Beverly Hills or something, but any hood or shit, yeah, you got me fucked up. My butt sitting there drunk, passed out. That's scary as fuck. I'd be hella scared to pass out on some fucking bench out there. What the fuck is scroll? I have no idea on Dante. I mean, I don't know how blatantly obvious I can make it. I have no idea what he's talking about. To me, it's nonsense. I have no idea what he's going on about. This 12 pulse 220. Like, what? Getting you to jump in. Sorry, my bad, Chris. This is all new. Read my earlier post when you get time. Maybe now isn't for you. My posts ain't going anywhere fast. I thought, yeah, but Squirrel, if you have a complete grip on whatever it is the fuck you're talking about, can you get us caught up? Like, can you speak on your theories? I have a weird feeling you don't even know what you're talking about. Because you're like depending on old posts that were probably copy pasted from AI. Because I'm just saying, yo, say this shit to me practically, Squirrel, and you can't. You just keep saying weird shit. So I don't think you know what you're talking about, if I'm being honest. Falling asleep bench pressing at negative. Yeah, that's great. At least your arms would freeze in place and hold the bar up. Sonar torpedo made by Marconi and radar send a 12-second pulse. Oh, okay. And this creature loves AI. He has rotten tooth. Hey! That's enough, Sean! We are officially programmed with a 15-second safety protocol. What the hell? Squirrel, what the fuck you talking about, man? Why you saying that crazy shit, man? You had me ask you what kind of drugs you on, man. You been talking to that motherfucking stupid ass AI, man. Get that shit up out my face, man. Fuck about here with that little weird shit. I'm sorry. Scroll sounds a bit schizo. Yeah, I agree. Something Queen Stephanie would say. Fuck her. Driving test requires 15 sensors looking forward. I can't wait for self-driving cars, bro. It's peer reviewed. He's a demon and he sweats. I do have sweat spots, but I also got the guns, baby. And oh, Sean, this is something I said earlier. If you were going to call me a lizard or a demon, whatever, why are sweat spots your example? Wouldn't it make more sense if I didn't sweat? Don't humans, you know what I'm saying? Isn't that like, it's just some dumb shit. It's like, yeah, I sweat because I'm human, you fucking retard. Do demons even sweat? Do fucking any of these things sweat? It would make more sense if I fucking didn't sweat. If you see me exercising, walking a 10-mile walk, and then fucking being dry as a bone, that would be more likely to be I'm a lizard or a demon or something, right? Why would you point just in logic, which is what I'm asking from fucking Squirrel. I haven't gotten it yet, but logically, why would you point out a normal biological function as an attribute of a, well, demon or agent or shill or lizard? If all humans do, doesn't that also mean you are one of those because you can also sweat, you fucking retard? Anyway, let's not talk to dum-dums today. We've got enough really intelligent motherfuckers to talk to sit here and talk about dumb motherfuckers. It's because he's dumb. We think alike, Sean. The sonar radar only word because of the 3-second ping return. That's data. That's our intuition, Chris. But when we are locked into fear and 440 hertz, it's a 15-second never getting your data. Sean, bless you, works. Wait, so are you saying stay positive for over 15 seconds in a nice mind state? Is that what you're saying? Say, like, if that's what you're saying, say that. Say that. Like, say what you're trying to say, Squirrel. You know what I'm saying? No. Well, what are we doing? What you mean, Squirrel? Yeah, what do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about, brother. Squirrel, at this point, I'm starting to think you're AI, bro. It's not that. Because at this point, I've been saying to you for like over an hour. What do we say? Even though I may be kind, get what he tried to say, something about frequency and how they affect us. Well, yeah, but I'm getting that much. I'm trying to make sense of what he's saying. What's bro yapping? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, Sean. Everybody watching this is probably trying to figure it out. I'm not trying to make Squirrel look stupid. I have to keep reminding him over and over again, like, bro, say this practically. Bro, what are you talking about? Bro, we don't know what you're saying. Bro, like. So at this point, it's not even that the information is weird, and it is. I don't understand it. It's that the communication is getting weird. It's like, bro, I keep saying, like, well, do you get what I'm saying, Squirrel? Like, say something practical about it, brother. You're just saying some weird shit over and over again. Look at this little weirdo. Look at this little weirdo. She thinks she's so pretty. You're not so pretty. I'm pretty, Gracie. You're not so pretty. Give me that toy. That's mine. That's not for you. You're a shit. That's not for you. That's mine. No. Gracie, no, I said. She's my shit. She's my little shit. All right, get out of here. This is my stream, and you're stealing all my mojo. No, she's awesome. Goddamn. Okay, hold on. Okay, since we're all talking about schizophrenia, maybe we should look up the DSM-5's textbook definition of it. Why? Well, I think most people have an idea that schizophrenics hear voices. I'm curious as fuck now. Laugh out loud. Mahash Trahash. That sounds familiar to me. I mean, that's your name now. I mean, that's your name, Mahash, but that sounds familiar to me. Where have I heard that before? That sounds familiar. It definitely sounds Indian. Now he's quiet. I heard that everything is frequency and vibration. I feel like Scroll is claiming we should try to get in resonance with 220 hertz rather than four, rather than 440 hertz. What's the normal zombie society is in tune with? Yeah, but what? Never mind. I made the mistake. Please read the 12 SSS report. I've broken it down. Others get replied and understood. Oh, others that replied and understood. Yes, please, Undotted One. I'm curious. Cute doggo. Oh, she's cute. She's the cutest. I just ordered boba. No, no sleep. Kind of change your frequency. Cool squirrel. Matt, did you ever get a new dog? Squirrel. Cool squirrel. Have you achieved that resonance yourself? Yeah. And that's the point. I can't tell you. That's not my job now, but for you to find. That's how I did. Well, thanks for confusing everybody for an hour, Squirrel, and leaving us with a mysterious final comment. I still love you, but that was silly. When you doggo sleep, loop things, put shit into experience. Or wait, when you dodge sleep, loop things, put shit into experience. What? Viewer, yes, and I explain how in there and why I'm mad K funked up. Am I hella high tonight? Why am I so confused right now? What's going on? No, the dog I was going to rescue ended up getting rescued before I could get to her in California. Oh, so right now you don't have one? But I think it's better to not have one. I don't know. Again, after Marley died, I didn't want Gracie. It actually took me like a year and a half to get close to her. My heart like locked up. I just don't think I wanted to deal with that again. Get a job, that's what fuckboy said. But doesn't he live off of being a trust fund baby? Oh, Stephanie? I don't know what. I think Stephanie lives off of government money in a fucking psych ward. Schizomaxing? Yeah, he's schizomaxing. He, she, whatever that thing is. That black ring around the eyed schizo boy. No, I do. I was just going to rescue another. Oh, dude. It's weird. It's hard to. I do appreciate her. I play with her at least an hour every day. You know, I love her to death. I do what I call smothering her, where I basically just cuddle with her, and she's a happy dog, and I love her. But it's hard to sit and appreciate the loving moments when you know she's going to die in like 5 years. Yeah, I mean, just like I don't know. I mean, life's fucking morbid. But I guess it is better, especially if the dog's going to get put down or something. Maybe it's better to give it a good home or something. Chris hasn't worked since last year. Yep, I haven't worked since almost a full year now. In like 2 weeks, it'll be a full year. I haven't worked. Let all smoke meth and no sleep to break out from the simulatrix. Who's funding his lifestyle? My savings. What do you mean? I was working before. I wasn't working, motherfucker. I had savings. I was working as a cook. Y'all knew that. I was working. It's on the posts before the archaics, but I never had bills. I didn't have bills. I was with my mom, living caregiver for my mom. But I was still working full time, so I had no bills. I mean, other than the shit I had to pay, I was saving money, dude. I was trying to start a business. That didn't work out. My guts exploded. I went through a lot of my savings, but still have a little bit left. And again, I don't live alone, so my brother helps out the way he does. It's on the posts before the archaics post. Chris, that was my mistake. First of all, I apologize for everything and all. No, you ain't got to apologize. It just it's fine. I just didn't. I had no idea what the fuck you're talking about, but I need to go and read all your posts to understand it, which means I have to do something I really don't want to do, Squirrel. Do you realize how many times I've been through that? Oh, Chris, but if you just got involved enough in the whatever cult, fill in the blank, what's that dude that always Jay Dreamers? Like I get on his side, I don't know what. Oh, it's because you got to watch my last 100 videos to really absorb everything to understand my cult's belief about these plasma events or what. It's like, bro, I'm just a regular. I don't want to get so you. Almost sounds like you're asking me to join your religion, and I don't want to. But like again, if you can't speak to me directly, and I got to go and read all your posts to really, man, it's just so deep and complicated. It's like, man, I don't even want to talk about it. 56% of straight men on Pornhub also watch trans porn. I watched it. I watched trans porn, gay porn, granny porn. I watched all kinds of porn, mostly out of curiosity. See what it looks like or see the way they, it happens. Gotta continue slaving. Aren't you guys also like curious? I've watched gore videos where a person will get their head chopped off. It doesn't mean I want to go around murdering people, but what is that really like? The boba in my mouth tastes nice. It's milk tea. But I would say you shouldn't watch anything like that. You shouldn't contaminate your consciousness with that visual imagery. Cool's a nice skill. Cook. Capitalism is overrated. Move to Europe. But I've been everything. It's not like I'm a cook, bro. I've been a cook, a painter, inventory management, stock and shelves, irrigation. I've had 100 different jobs, bro. Scandinavian government will give you a house. What? Move to Europe? Yeah, I should go to Scandinavia and get a nice free house. You have time to go to museums and ponder philosophy. Why pretend like, and here, well, that's another thing too. Here is paid off. This shitty dump that I live in that needs work and is falling apart is paid off. So I don't have a lot of bills. We don't have a lot of bills. We pay the electric, the water, and there's two of us here. So it's like, my savings can last a long time. That's why somebody said, Chris, you're too giving. If somebody donated you 100 grand on your channel, you would go through it in the first year giving away all your money. I was like, motherfucker, I would make 100 grand last my whole lifetime. I made 12 grand last basically a year. You know what I'm saying? So I think I can do pretty good with money, The dog I was going to rescue was blind and she didn't have any interest in her. She was going to get put down if I didn't step in, but a rescue who was local got there first. Well, at least she's got a nice family. Boba Tea is a capitalist propaganda. I think while consciousness is alive, we should try to give it the best experience possible because it may be God. It all may still be some sort of one consciousness God. And if it's contaminated, we need to soothe it. And that dog is of God consciousness too. If it's aware, it's still awareness happening. It needs a nice life. Oh, it's paid off. That's nice. Good job. Yeah, you're right, Undaunted. That's so sweet, Undaunted. Take care, Chris. Take care, Squirrel. Chris, have you ever did security given your size? I'm not super big, dude. I'm 5'10". I'm 180 pounds right now, maybe 185, maybe 190. I'm pretty chubby right now. I got some belly on me. My six pack's gone, but I'm bulking. So build 9 martial arts and fighting. I don't know martial arts. So I was in martial arts when I was young, and I know the basics, but I didn't like stay taking martial arts or anything. Everything I know about fighting, I learned from observing. Like what I know about wrestling, I've learned from watching wrestlers. What I know about jiu-jitsu, I've learned from watching jiu-jitsu. But I've never rolled jiu-jitsu a day. Well, you can say practically I have, but not. I don't go to a gym and work out to learn how to body slam somebody. Like it really doesn't. Okay, so here's the thing. To win a fight, you need to be more malicious than the other person. And it's hard to do if you're an empathetic, loving human. You didn't want the trouble in the first place. It's really hard to get malicious. But I can get pretty malicious the second somebody threatens me. I can get malicious. I don't like to, but if you make that switch and you're more malicious than the other person, you're probably going to win the fight with no training. I mean, I don't know. It's just I don't need to know the technique on how to. Well, I guess no, my martial arts did, because honestly, when we were in karate, it was also judo. Like I learned a lot of hip throwing and all that. So. No, I guess I do remember a lot of the training, but dude, I was a kid. Honestly, mine was just from fighting, and I had to learn how to fight on my own, young. because in karate, they told me to block a punch like this and to block an attack coming from above like this. So when I'm in my first fist fight, this kid, I don't know if his fucking uncle was sitting there hitting pads with him, beating the shit out of me, and I'm trying to block his fucking punches like a fucking idiot. Finally, I learned to actually throw away most of what I learned in karate and tell my brain, it's time to hurt this motherfucker. And I never lost a fight after that. I never lost a fight after that. So it really just takes brutal fighting can be an art. It can be tactical. It can be very deep and methodical. And you could set people up for shots by landing certain shots. And you can make it deep. But in actual reality, if I had two kung fu masters that have been training their whole lives, and I put them in a 20 by 20 room with an angry, pissed off Francis Ngannou, they are not going to defeat him. He's going to beat the fuck out of both of them, just going ape shit mode. Fuck technicality, fuck planning shots. I'm just going to smash. He's going to beat their ass. So there's something to technical training, understanding fighting, but it's really not that complicated to hurt somebody. It really ain't that complicated. But no, I never did security, and I wouldn't want to. I don't like confrontation. I hate conflict. I hate telling people what to do. Being a security guard would like literally be very difficult for me. Well, I'm eating a fried mochi donut. What the hell? Wish you just the best, squirrel. We'll take a look at some of your posts. Donut. I have to go and look at his posts after this stream. Like, not really. I don't know. I don't know if I have it in me. If you guys learn any real deep truth from it, like Chaco, if you go and check it out and it all makes sense to you and you're like, whoa, Chris, he was really onto something. Can you please just give me the nutshell version of what he's trying to say without me having to go and study 1,000 posts? What was my last job was a cook, but that's not all I've done. I've done 100 things. My favorite job I ever had, I did like the cook job. The people were amazing. My coworkers were dope. I like being a painter. That was my favorite job I ever had. Not painter like painting canvases. I mean painter like painting houses, bridges, buildings. Remember when they made us say, "Hiya"? Oh God, I do. Hiya, hiya. Huh. Do you remember age form kata, bro, where you had to like go like some damn, like it was just like a damn. I mean, I don't know, bro. You had to basically like blow out air every single move. Or wait, was that age form kata? Or I can't. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I'm bulking now. Also start cutting next month. Yeah, I have like put all my fat goes like my arms never get an ounce of fat on them. My back, my legs, it's all my fat goes right into my belly. It all goes right into my belly. So when I even bulk a little bit, it just don't look good on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm bulking now. I'll start cutting. You just reminded me of all the fake martial art gurus. Oh God, dude. Do you remember that shit back in the day, Kyung? Back in the 80s and shit, where like they acted like gang members, like Crips and Bloods. If you were in Kung Fu, you knew you could beat the fuck out of someone that was into that pussy shit, that wushu shit. Oh, no, bro. I took Hapkido. My style's the best. Ooh. Like, bro, 90% of your guys' styles are just like Apuera. Shit that looks cool is not practical. There is no deep truth other than hell realm or simulation. What food? Was you ever garbage collector? No. Garbage man? No. Garbage collector. Do we still get to call them garbage men? No. They make hella money. Don't they make like fucking like $30 an hour or something? Oh my God, yes. I did Kempo karate. Oh, I knew a dude who did Kempo. My back. He beat the fuck out of me. But he was also, I was like 7 years old and he was like 12. He beat the shit out of me. I did Kempo karate. My back, my neck, my pussy, and my What in the world? You busted everything up. Your back, your neck, and your pussy. We're just trapped. Steven Seagal. I never thought I'd miss the 90s. Yeah, Steven Seagal was Aikido, which is, again, try to practice Aikido practically where motherfuckers are really throwing punches at you, bro. Like, try to actually practice Aikido in a real sparring match. There's a reason you've never seen two guys sparring and one dude threw a punch and he ended up wrapping his arm up and threw him over in an actual, when it's being displayed like the teacher says, hey, stand here. Okay, throw a punch here. And he does this like 20 hit combo. It's like, bro, you realize I would have broke your jaw like 5 different times by now? You are a clown that's really setting people up for failure. You're going to send people from your class, they're paying you money to teach them nonsense, and some regular street thug's going to piece them up because he actually knows how to throw hands, and you're over here teaching them some shit that's just going to end up them getting hurt? Are you crazy? So you can walk around with this false sense of superiority, really believing you're a martial artist, Steven Seagal? You're a clown. Your movies were cool, the same way Dragon Ball Z is cool, the same way one of these liberal, where a little 120-pound girl walks into a room of 10 men and beats them all up. I mean, it's real cool. It's real cool. It's like a Jackie Chan movie. It's real cool. You ain't beating up nobody, bro. Steven Seagal could not beat up an amateur boxer. Steven Seagal could not beat up an amateur wrestler. I don't think Steven Seagal could beat up an amateur karate guy. Anyways, as long as they're willing to fucking smash him and not give him their fucking arm. I never thought I'd miss the 90s, but I do. Garbage down. And dude, Steven Seagal's a big guy, but if he grabbed me by my arm, boy, I guarantee you that'll be the last fucking thing he ever thought before he was unconscious. If he tried to grab my arm in a real actual fight, dude, Aikido is a joke. It's a fucking joke. If he grabbed my arm and tried to break my elbow back, well, I would body slam that motherfucker on his head. He would be off his feet before he got any kind of thing on me. Like, bro, it's a real fight. I'm not going to throw a punch here. Like, no, this shit's real now, motherfucker. You're going to get hurt. These technicians, did reality feel more stable and peaceful in the 90s? Yeah, for me it did. Yes, it felt wonderful. Everything was brighter. Weather was more stable. Yeah, the sun was still gold, not white. Prices normal. We were taught the 50s were conservative. Yeah, it was the for me personally, and I didn't love my childhood. It wasn't the best one in the world. That being said, man, I miss the fucking 80s and 90s. I surely do. We were taught the 50s were conservative, but now 90s are conservative. Steven Seagal versus Mike Tyson. Well, that fight would last for about one punch. That fight would be over very quick if Mike actually was mean enough to beat the fuck out of somebody that's almost harmless. And he literally got in there and just got him with one. Yeah. He probably knocked that widow's peak right off his fucking forehead. Damn. I want to sleeper hold. Aikido equals bullshit. Yeah, it's garbage. It's garbage. It's actually setting people up to get really badly hurt if they do run into a situation where someone's trying to strong arm them and take their wallet or something, Like, why would you send them out into the real world with this shit? You're a nasty person for doing that. You set them up to get hurt. So you could walk around with your gi on, hugging, squeezing your black belt. You're a cringe lord. You're a cringe lord in reality. You're a role player, just like them brown fucking suit wearing lightning bolt. You're just as much a role player as them dudes. Weirdo. I had a horrific childhood. Didn't Gene LaBelle choke out Steven Seagal and make him shit his fucking pants? Pretty sure Gene LaBelle choked out Steven Seagal because Steven said, you couldn't put one of your sleeper holds on me. And Gene said, okay, put him in one, choked him out. And Steven Seagal ended up dropping a deuce in his drawers. For those that don't know, Gene LaBelle was an old judo guy, wasn't Steve LaBelle judo, and he is also Ronda Rousey's grandfather, I think, if I remember correctly. Maybe I'm getting that wrong. Actually, I don't know. I think I got that all fucked up. I'm pretty sure Ronda Rousey is related to Gene LaBelle, and Gene LaBelle was one of the OG. Like he was around during the original like karate guys and all that shit, like the Chuck Norrises and the Joe Lewis's and the what was that other karate dude? He beat the fuck out of everybody until he ran into a Thai guy and the guy kicked his fucking legs. Oh, he shin kicked him over and over again and took his legs away from him and he couldn't fight anymore. But that dude was he was a great fighter. What was his name? I can't remember now. Anyways. Bruce Lee versus Tyson. Tyson would destroy him. I had a horrific childhood and I miss him. And is that to say that Bruce Lee wouldn't maybe slip and move and maybe catch him a couple times? I don't know, but so Mike Tyson's battle tested. He's battle tested. Bro, I hate to say it because he wasn't as hip and cool and mystical as Bruce Lee, but Chuck Norris was more battle tested than Bruce Lee. And now, according to a lot of the stories, they sparred and people that were there said Bruce did very well, or maybe got the better of Chuck. Who knows? But bro, Bruce Lee's 135 pounds. Mike Tyson walks around comfortably at 220, and he's like 5'10". He's a tank. And he's known for punching people's fucking souls out of their body, like regularly. So I think Tyson would beat the fuck out of Bruce Lee. I'd be interested to see it, though. Have you done more? No, not yet. Not yet. That's a nice stick. What stick? Chris, what is your opinion of 212? Do you reckon CERN fucked up the timeline? I reckon God fucked up the reality. I don't know about CERN fucking up a time. I don't know, bro. I know reality's bizarre. This reality really turned into one big shithole. It surely did, Kevin. Unconscious makes person shit themselves. Sometimes, not all the time. No. I mean, I've seen people get choked unconscious 100 times and they never shit themselves. So it's actually very uncommon. But I'm sure if I went to a UFC fighter and asked him in his gym, has he seen that happen? He'd probably say, probably 3 or 4 times, I'm sure it's slightly, because when you pass out, maybe because you're pushing and right before you pass out, and then your body relaxes once you pass out, but you're like pushing and it's like, fucking dropping a deuce, Maybe I'm sure they hear farts and shit all the time and they're choking people out. This reality really turned, not every time, but yeah, sometimes. Sort of uncommon. I don't know. It's a rumor. I heard it in comments, so I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt, but supposedly Daniel Cormier shit himself when John Jones knocked him out. And I just don't want to believe that because I like DC. I really like DC as a fighter, as a person. He seems pretty cool. I don't want to know that about him, bro. And the eyes rolled back. Very pleasant. Oh, yeah. Sometimes, the eyes roll back. They just go googly sometimes, bro. Sometimes people just look weird. Like, they don't roll back. They're just looking like a weird area or something. They just look weird. People do all kinds of weird shit when they get knocked out, bro. Knocked out or choked out. People start, like, punching the air and shit or, like, pedaling an invisible bicycle. I've seen people do weird shit when they get knocked out or choked out. Just put unconscious. Start doing all kinds of weird shit. But the most common one, especially if they were in a fight, they start punching the air and shit. Fucking I don't know, they're like still fighting somehow. Project Looking Glass, where the parasites can see future events, however, is no longer working for them. And they can, oh, I don't know, dude. And it's one of, I don't know, 3,000 different conspiracies that we could get into that always have tons of evidence to back them up, but never a 100% solidified, yes, it's true. Just another distraction rabbit hole in the mind maze. If anything, shit changed in the year 1998 or 1999. Yeah, that's what I always said, Sean. I said, was it? It must have been around. It was between 1996 and 1999. Something fucking changed, dude. In this reality, something dark moved into this reality, and everybody sort of changed a little bit. As a 43-year-old myself, yeah, and do that. Right. That's where I feel the shift. If there was some sort of shift in this realm, or I don't know, maybe the Philadelphia experiment or some deep underground military fucking base experiment let in some mind parasite demon into our realm, like the Mothman, or I don't know. I don't know. I do clearly remember reality getting dark around the late 90s. Something changed in this place. King shit was never the same. Yep. Fact, not an opinion, no debating. Chris, would you say it was Bruce Lee's intellect that made him different from everyone else besides his martial arts and movies? Yeah. Yeah. I think Bruce Lee was super intelligent and crafty as fuck. And he really was the OG of MMA. Like, you could say the UFC started MMA because they were really putting motherfuckers in there. That one was a kickboxer and another one was a sumo wrestler. Like, they were really just like, hey, let's fucking duke it out and see what really happens up in this bitch. So you can say in a weird way that UFC took MMA and made it real. But Bruce Lee was the first one to start mixing. He made Jeet Kune Do, but Jeet Kune Do was his style, but he created that style from multiple different styles. He was really the first MMA guy because back then, I'm telling you, people were weird. They acted like Bushido fucking samurais about their style. And if you were in one style, you didn't study another one. It was really like weird. And people like literally challenge each other. It was so weird, man. People were all weird and shit, but the internet became widespread in the mid 90s. 2019 was, I love when the internet came into this. That was such a fascinating time of my life. It was nothing special. The whole and then first time ever going into a chat room and typing something and somebody else in the world somewhere else responding to it. I was like, what the fuck? I'm actually like connected to other real people right now. And I'd say, hey, PC 103, you're a dickhead. And then PC 103 would say, hey, fuck you, bro. I was like, whoa, I'm actually talking to real motherfucking people up in this hood. Just another boring year like the previous year now. I miss the early 2000s. Comedies like Hot Chicks and American Pie. I also miss the early 2000s, but more than that, I miss the mid 90s. More than that, I miss the early 90s. More than that, I miss the 80s. Actually, the 90s were really dope. The 80s were dope, but the 90s were really dope. World change after COVID. Chris, who would win, Kung Fu Panda or Steven Seagal? Kung Fu Panda would beat the fuck out of that clown. Cute. It was crazy. 2019 still doesn't feel it was that long ago. I've never seen Kung Fu Panda, but I know he's a fictional cartoon panda that beats the fuck out of people. So I'd say him because Steven Seagal probably ain't never beat the fuck out of nobody in his whole life. And if he did, it might be a couple times in fist fights when he was a kid or something. He never beat nobody up with no Aikido shit. I guarantee you, bro. Like Jeff Speakman or whatever. What was his style? It was what was Jeff Speakman? He would have beat the fuck out of Steven Seagal. In my opinion, Van Damme would have beat the fuck out of Steven Seagal. I think fucking Sylvester Stallone would have beat the fuck out of Steven Seagal, to be honest with you. And he wasn't even a fighter. He played a fighter. I still think Sylvester Stallone would beat the fuck out of Steven Seagal. It wouldn't even be a fair fight. I think Stallone would fuck his ass up. When all music was mainstream music. Yeah, me too. And when attractive people were considered attractive. Dude, I ran into a chick that must have been from the 90s. I swear to God. Her whole vibe, everything about her. And she was hella young too. I was like, man, where'd this girl come from? Her whole outfit was a 90s. It was just weird. She must have like stepped through she was like singing in line and shit and happy to be alive. I was like, where the fuck did this girl come from? She sparked up a conversation with me. What was your best year from 2020 to 2026? So far, this one. So far, my best year, but we're only, 2 months into this motherfucker so far. But you can say 2026 has been the best one. Mine was 2020. Everyone was suffering, so I felt I was suffering. Well, we do feel that way sometimes, don't we? Like we hear somebody else is suffering worse than us, and it's sort of relieving. It's like, oh, I'm not the only one dealing with this shithole. 2026 is my best year yet. Yeah, me too. That's Anterful. What is Anterful? What do you mean by that? I'm very happy for you. Thank you, Mahash Trahash. My father was Stallone's bodyguard. Damn, your father would easily beat up Steven Seagal. Easy. Your dad would beat the fuck out of him, which is pretty badass. This sounds nice. Time travelers. Chuck Norris definitely would have beat the fuck out of Steven Seagal. So probably even Mark Dacascos. You guys ever see Only the Strong? Even Mark Dacascos would probably beat the fuck out of Steven Seagal. I don't give a fuck. That dude's a weirdo. Perhaps she's Phoebe from Friends. Steven Seagal loses every time. Yeah. What's the lady from the Golden Girls that's real funny? So I think he could beat her up. What's her name? Did she pass? I think she passed away recently, like in the last 10 years. Anyways, he could probably beat up Angelina Jolie. Steven Seagal could probably beat up Angelina Jolie. Even there, if she's really, I'd say before skeleton stage, back when she was like more healthy, let's say Angelina Jolie and Tomb Raider, I think could actually give him a fight though. Is so nice to hear that you're suffering. Yeah, it's great to know somebody else is suffering more than me. Wait until May or some shit. I imagine, yeah. What you think gonna happen this year? I don't know. I don't assume a year is good until a few months later. Other than that, we gonna do some shit every day. I will grab my pyridostigmine and Corlander now. What the hell is that, Mahash? What is a pyridostigmine and a Corlander? Heard about ice? Sort of. Not. I've heard it mentioned in shorts, but nobody ever describes what it is. Like these ice agents did this and I'm like, what the fuck is ice? I don't know. I don't watch anything anymore. Oh, definitely Angelina, bro. I'm definitely team Angelina. I think she's one of the most beautiful women that ever lived. Her face is just stunningly beautiful. And again, I'm a sucker for even in skeleton mode. Even in skeleton mode, she's still beautiful. I mean, she just has one of the most, and I'm a sucker for a pretty face. She could have a flat ass, no boobs. If she's got a pretty face and a pretty smile, man, she's going to get me. She's a little demon. She's out here to drain my nuts. I know it. You're a Satan, Angelina. You're a little Satan. You damn succubus. You just want to drain me. Quit using your beauty against me. I think ice is going to kill us all. What's ice? The ice agents. Dude, what if we all got together and called ourselves the steam agents, bro? That means that we're ice agents, but a little bit hotter. Bro, we'd have so many groupie fangirls wanting to come and please us sexually. It would be amazing. I'm starting the steam agents. Women are natural hypnotists. They don't have a choice. We're attracted to shapes and beauty. They just be themselves, and we're attracted to it. Vanilla ice, ice cube, iced tea. But I will say some women know how to manipulate and take advantage of that and put it on and blah, blah, blah. And kudos to them. If I was a female living in this dog-eat-dog world, I would manipulate men to get the right one too. It is what it is. If a better version came around, I'd go straight for him because I'm a woman. A man's supposed to be the best version that she can get. It is what it is. Maybe your bank account wasn't big enough. Maybe your dick wasn't big enough. Maybe your fucking whatever wasn't big. Maybe you cried too much and made her unattracted to you. Women, that's what they do. And then men end up hating women. It's like, well, how do you survive, motherfucker? They didn't ask to be forced into this shithole reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're trying to figure out how to get by every day, the same way you are. If I was a woman, I would have to, because I can't beat you up. I'd have to manipulate you to get you to do what I need you to do. Older women are usually kind and helpful, but young and entitled manipulative. Dude, that's Kevin. That's why I always promote guys. Look for some fucking badass cougars. They're not going to give a fuck about any of that shit. They're just happy to get attention, probably. That's why so many are raking in the dough on OnlyFans or Twitch showing their assets. Yep. Humans are monkeys. Oh, I like butt. Oh, I like. It's still, though, how could they get so many viewers? You would think even if she was the baddest chick in the world, super gorgeous, sexy, built well, that she might have 20 max guys that are just like watching her. For me, and this is why I never got into streaming originally. Like when I was 23, 24, my buddy that became a streamer and does pretty damn well for himself, he was telling me to get, and I was like, bro, I'm not getting into that shit. Who the fuck wants to watch some old bald dude play video games, bro? Ain't nobody gonna watch that shit. Back when streaming wasn't really popular yet, he got into it. So I should have listened to him. I'd have probably been doing really well by now, but I just couldn't imagine somebody paying to watch another person play video games. I couldn't fathom it in my mind. I was like, why wouldn't someone just get the video game and play it themselves? Why are you going to watch another motherfucker play video game? I just didn't understand it. Shake it. Lots of Sims today. I know a man who sold his dirty socks and made 30,000 pounds a month. Sold dirty socks? Ooh. Hey, man, I'll sell some dirty socks. How much you motherfuckers paying for them? Goddamn, 30,000 a month? God damn. I'll sell some dirty whatever, underwear. What do you want? Oh, my God. Motherfucker paying real money for some dirty socks? What? I'll collect them. The fuck are we talking about? Get the fuck out of here. Is that for real? Bro, then this reality really has done a good job at making money easily accessible to any type of degeneracy. Have you guys noticed that? Like, if you're willing to kind of like be a degenerate, it works out. It's weird. It pays you. It's like, yeah, be a degenerate. Yeah. I don't know. This reality is dark. It's weird. This stream's been going for a minute. I guess the weed's really good today. Ice is when water hardens. You can also look into, why did you tell us that? Why did you say that? I think everybody watching this knows about that. Ice is when water hardens. It's like, oh shit, I didn't know that. You can also look into Findom. What's Findom? If you're not familiar, yeah, I will join Steam. Fuck yeah. We'll be the Steam agents. In our presence, Ice agents melt and themselves turn into Steam agents. We're so powerful. We replace Ice agents just with our hot presence. Well, there's an audience for everything with social media. Financial domination. Yeah, you can go sell feet pictures over there and make hella money. It's like, if you're just willing to be a little weird or creepy, we'll pay you. Yeah. If you're good, though, and you want to spread kindness and you want to talk about love and we're going to fuck your life up. Yeah. The gamers of this realm are like pissed off 12-year-olds. They're angry. They just want to see us fucking be humiliated. They want to see us become hella popular and then dress up like a woman in front of everybody and humiliate us. And they laugh and they giggle. Sims have brought dirty bathwater from popular Twitch streamers. Oh my God, dude. That's fucking creepy and weird. But hey, you want to pay me $10,000 a month for my dirty socks? Bro, I'll sell you some dirty socks, motherfucker. That, to me, that don't even feel like too degenerate. Like, it's like, They're dirty socks. All I gotta do is collect them, and I mean, I have to buy hella new socks. But if I'm making that much money, man, I'll make a new set of dirty socks every day. Well, there's an audience for everything with social media. Shit, with that for that much, what did he say? $10,000, $30,000 a month. I'll put my socks on my cat for that much money. Walk around with tube socks on my dingling. Simps have bought dirty bathwater from popular Twitch streamers. I said tube socks, like I'm over here hung like a horse or something. No, give me some shorty socks. It will work. I'll have one of them, one of them Speedo hammocks, bro. I'll sell these socks. These are exquisite nutsack sweat socks. I only sell them for at least 40,000 pounds a month. Crazy how far humans fell off. Now, if you wore a shorty sock though and you popped the wood, man, you popped that bitch off though. Oh, really interesting. I'll pimp you out in the foot fetish world. Dude, my feet have veins in them, bro. I actually have vascular feet. How many sexy hot men do you know who have veiny dad hot feet, bro? I wonder what they do with the dirty bathwater. I don't know. They probably drink it, the weirdos, or like put their fingers in it. And, I mean, what can you do with dirty bathwater? They're probably smelling it or something. Maybe they're watering their plants with it and eating the fruits off their trees. Who knows, bro? Beautiful vascular feet. Oh, yeah, bro. I had the sexiest, hottest dad bod feet you could ever imagine in your mind's eye. I'm drooling just thinking about it. Now, you're going to pay me $30,000 a month for pictures of my feet, bro? Maybe they're growing algae in there. Bro, hey! My mind has an eye. Yeah, bro, when you visualize, like if I say, yo, imagine what you think my feet look like as veiny feet, and you kind of like picture veiny feet with my skin tone, I guess you could say, maybe this color body hair or feet hair, you're thinking of a visual. That's your mind's eye. I mean, what else could we call that? Oh, yeah, I feel there is an eye in my pineal gland. Oh, I don't know if there's an eye in there. Sometimes when I'm meditating, I like see flashes of lights inside my brain, but this is an eye that is inside the forehead. Yeah, I think that eye can see flashes of lights because it's not your real eyes. It's like the eye that's in your brain that sees flashes of lights when you meditate. It's not your real eye. It's not real. It's like blue light. It's not like the color of your bedroom light or whatever. You are the costume mother, bitch. No, it's not. No, it's not. It is now. I'm enjoying the stream, honestly. I've just been in a good mood lately, so it's easy for me to sit here and bullshit with you guys. Usually I run out of like social energy at about 2 hours, but we're past 2 hours and I feel just fine. Loving the stream too. Thank you, Mahash. I appreciate that, brother. I try to make it as entertaining as possible. I mean, I talk about a lot of dark subjects, but Matt, where'd you go? Come back, you son of a bitch. You always give me a good feeling when you leave comments. I always see a hawk flying in circles in my mind's eye when I meditate. I always see Illuminati imagery, to be honest. When I would meditate, I would see a lot of eyes, like a one eye imagery looking at me, pyramids, triangles, geometric patterns, eyes. Just I was like, why do I keep seeing this Illuminati bullshit? Where's V? I don't know. V didn't come to the last stream. She didn't comment on it. She didn't come to the video before that. She decided in her life that it's time for her to move on from my negativity. She hates my guts now. She sent me a message saying, Chris, not only are you the ugliest truther in the truth community, but your little philosophy pissed me off. She said, when you were trying to promote drug use, you became a demon, and I see your sweat spots. And I said, V, don't leave. I'm sorry. I love you. Forgive me. She said, no, you're ugly. And then she left. So it is what it is. I like lifting eyelids of sleeping men. Jeez. So I lift the eyelid and look at their eye. Their eyes always like looking down or like some weird shit. It's like, man, how that motherfucker ain't looking at me right now? look at their eye when they were sleeping. I've went like this to my brothers before and looked at their shit, but there was like looking down. And then I like put my head in front of the pupil. I'm like, see me, motherfucker? They don't see you. My brother Dean's a super deep sleeper, bro. He's one of the motherfuckers that freaks out every time you wake him up. He literally like has a panic attack. It's weird. It's like, bro, chill. But every time you wake him up, he comes out like this super deep. He's like, oh, what the fuck, dude? What do you need? It's like, bro, what do you want to get for food tonight? It's like, it's not that serious, bro. She got mad when you were talking about drugs. I remember that. Yeah, she didn't like that. Well, how old is your brother? He's a year and 3 months older than I am. 1-3. I was born in the year 8-3. He was born in the months 8-3. His birthday is August 3rd, which is 8-3. My brother Dimitri was born fucking 6 years after me. And there's a 13 and a 6. I don't know. Maybe it's Illuminati, but he was born on the same day as me. Our birthday's the same day, 11/17. 11/17s go all through my family. The dates always add up to 11s or 9s or 7s and 1s. And 7s, 11s, just constantly all through my family. Like if you look at my name, my first name is 11 letters. My last name is 7 letters. It happens over and over again. But I've noticed all these patterns, and other people notice patterns, and they think that they've solved the key to this reality or something. It's like, bro, I've been noticing patterns for like almost a decade now. Like you're not saying anything. Oh, but look, everything lines up to some guy came around saying something about like the 5s and the 3s or something. I can't remember. He's like, no, I'm telling you, he was like sort of disrespectful too, kind of aggressive and disrespectful. She got mad when you're talking about, yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, she definitely didn't agree with it. But to me, it's like we are consciousness. Telling people not to potentially expand their consciousness is very limiting. Like we're in a conscious experience. I'm telling you that there are substances that may destroy your ego, break the illusions, break patterns, expand new neural pathways in your brain, get you to think more creatively, think more deeply. Why would you be telling people not to experiment with these things? And I know that people can have bad experiences, blah, blah, blah. And she would probably argue entity attachment. So it's like, but I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people. You love my channel, I think. Why? So if anybody's dealing with demons and entity attachments and is corrupted by the use of hallucinogens, what about me? Aren't I living evidence to prove that wrong? Most of the people I know take hallucinogens. Most of them are the coolest people I know, by the way. They think they'll have deep conversations. These fucking NPCs don't take that kind of shit. They're, so I left the islands and looked at there. But yes, bad things can happen. But bad things can happen when you go skiing. Bad things can happen when you get on your jet ski. Bad things can happen when you go diving. Bad things can happen. That's this reality is chaos. It's pure chaos. Look around. Bad things can happen no matter what you do. Telling people not to experiment with things that expand their consciousness because bad things could happen is silly to me. I've had bad trips. They're terrible. A bad trip can fuck you up for years. I would still promote the use of hallucinogens. Yeah. Well, how old is your brother? A year older than me. I haven't cut my toenails in years. Would I make a load of bucks selling pics? Oh my God. If you're handsome, there's a market for it. Damn. Dude, do I pass, Mahash? Let me put on my handsome look. Yeah. This is me being handsome. Do I pass, bro? Hello, Christos, my friend. What up, Brooks? Damn, where you been, Brooke? I ain't seen you in 147 years, and that's a long-ass motherfucking time. I remember at the start of 2024. I love you, though, V. Come back. I'm sorry. I'll tell people to stop using drugs. Forgive me. In my mind's eye, I could see a bunch of military personnel on computer screens. Really? Show souls? You're handsome. Yeah. Okay, cool. What up, Winston? If you're open to gay, I don't give a fuck. As long as they're not actually trying to be gay with me, I don't give a fuck what they looking at. You'll make moolah. What? Like hella money for real? If I start showing pictures of my feet, people are gonna pay me hella money. Maybe I could do that on the side, make hella money, and then slowly build my fucking underground truther bunker. Dude, do you guys have nice feet too? Can we all get together and do this shit? You'll make moolah. I don't believe that, bro. I'm gonna go and try it right after this stream. We'll see if I make any money. Do I have to clip my toenails, bro? Because I sort of got long toenails too. I think it's what people call remote viewing. I haven't been able to replicate it since. I mean, not long. I mean, they're like this long. You know, like you could say like a 16th of an inch, eighth of an inch, maybe. I had a few bad trips. One I will never forget. I occasionally have flashbacks of it. Where's Matt? I don't know, dude. I missed that motherfucker, but dude, I love that motherfucker so much. So Matt, the guy that I call Matt, the one that comments, what's his name on here? What the hell is his name on here? Why am I'm having a brain fart right now. Undaunted one. I've known him for a long fucking time, dude. Me and him have been gaming. He got Gladiator in what season was that? 3, I think, or 4. And we would always be dueling and shit. I met him out front of Orgrimmar dueling. Really good. He was a really good disc priest. But we've been friends for fucking 20. I don't know, man. I always say 20 years. It's just, yeah, Undaunted one, yeah. I actually haven't had as many brain freeze, lose my train of thought moments and the as much as I used to. I don't know if you guys remember. If you guys have been with my channel for a while, man, there was a while there where I was constantly losing my train of thought. Like it was bad, but I guess my brain is sort of healed up or whatever the hell was going on. Because it happens rarely where I forget something or a name or something like that. It happens rarely now, but hella money. Dude, man, maybe I should do that. Just show people my motherfucking feet. Was in the void exploring the Saturn, because that doesn't seem too degenerate to me. Like, do you really like the look of feet so much you're gonna pay somebody to look at that motherfucker? Have had it. I'll show you pictures of my ass. I fuck my feet. You want to pay for it, man? I mean, maybe I'll give you the goods. You know, like what the fuck? Fuck my feet. I don't know. I'll look into it. Model looks fuck my life. Osric, that sounds crazy. Do I have to? What do I have to do? Do I have to like show videos of my feet, like flexing my feet muscles and like talking dirty, like? Yeah, look at them sexy ass feet. Oh my god, very scary. I probably have. I'd be laughing doing that shit if I was really doing it. I'd be laughing, bro. Like, yeah, look at them fucking sexy ass. It was very scary. I thought I was going to die. Nobody would help me. What? What are you talking about? What happened? Osric sounds scary. Wait, what did Osric say? Oh, bad trips. I occasionally had. Yeah, dude. I had a bad. So for me, I just got extremely uncomfortable. And my bad trip, you can't say like I see demons or nothing. I didn't see not one scary thing happen. Just how I felt anxiety. I had a high anxiety. I had never felt anxiety in my life up to that point. And I had a high amount. I just didn't feel right on my bad trip. I just didn't feel right. But then after my bad trip for years, if I tried to smoke weed, and I'm open about all this shit. Like I tell everybody these stories, like everybody's an adult, they can make their own decisions, really, at the end of the day, if it comes to drug use. But for years, every time I got high, I sort of felt like I was having a bad trip. Like I didn't even enjoy weed. It made me feel like I was having a bad trip. So it's like, and then but I was still smoking because I was a weed head. That's what I did. I was addicted, but I was still smoking. I was like dealing with these anxiety riddled fucking highs and like trying to deal. But I ended up beating that demon. I did defeat that demon after a while. And I'm still to this day proud of getting through that anxiety state of my life. It took like 3 years. 3 years. I would feel anxiety and I didn't like it, but hey, again, everything you take a chance, everything's a risk. But this bad trip, most people would never be in the. I was having guns pointed at me and shit. Like it was a really weird situation that made us have a bad trip. I'll message you on Askcord later and tell you how to do it. Oh, the feet thing? Fuck yeah, bro. Findom feet. Hey, would you guys say I'm a sellout demon if I sold feet pictures? What if I'm making hella money, bro? That'd be dope. I'd get the AI program again and start having fun. Findom feet. What's Findom? What is that? Didn't you already say that before? What is Findom? He had a bad trip. I hear salvia is always, dude. Salvia scares the fuck out of me. As much as I'm for the use of mind altering substances, I am not for salvia. I think that drug is the devil. Don't do it. Lucky that it was just a stage. I've had anxiety since I was a toddler. Really, dude. For me, it was an alien. Like it felt so alien. I was always like a clown, sort of the class clown type of guy. I was always cracking jokes, making people laugh, acting funny, making faces, weird noises, saying lines from movies and shit. And I could be the center of attention. It never bothered me. And then after my bad trip, like having these thoughts of like, oh, they're looking at me. And like that was so alien to me. I hated it. I had to defeat it. I hated it. In 1 month sober, no alcohol, no smoke, no loose. And you know what's weird is sometimes I'll get the physical symptoms of anxiety, but not the mental. So it's weird. It's like I'm being subjected to an odd physical feeling. Excuse me. Do you regret going back to weed after a 10-year break or not? Hell no. No, not at all. I love it. I love Mary Jane. I think she's amazing. There's a lot of little negative things I could say about Mary Jane as the entity that she is. She is sort of gluttonous. She does like to eat. She likes to lounge around. She's sort of lazy. She likes to procrastinate. She's got a lot of nasty, but she's got a lot of great traits too. She really does. Keep it up, Brooke. She is the best cook in reality. Even if you got Gordon Ramsay to cook you the best burger ever, it would taste amazing without Mary Jane. But with her, it tastes like heaven. She enhances it to a higher level he never could. You tried salvia? No, I never would. It scares the fuck out of me. Financial domination, man. The way that, like, you could say shrooms or DMT scares V, salvia scares me. Financial domination. Men get off on manly men, forcing them to pay up. It's a disassociative. It's a delusional drug. It makes you delusional. I think no, I would not. Oh, well, somebody said try microdosing salvia, and I never thought about that, but maybe, I don't know. It still scares me. I'll do it. Fuck it. T, you'll do anything, bro. Dude, have you ever watched salvia fucking trip reports, bro? And you would just do that shit? Motherfucker, these people are talking about crazy shit. Anyway, like laughing. Fuck that. I do not want to be a fucking doorknob or a ham sandwich for 20 years and like, fuck that. Live some whole other life with a wife and kids, get attached to these people and then come back here again. What the fuck is this? That does not sound interesting to me at all. But T told me he thinks, I don't know, I sort of think it too. I don't know. I do think, look, chemicals alter our perception. So absolutely, a chemical concoction could be the proper tool to release you from this realm. It could be that. It could be. And then every human's different. So you have to be a goddamn alchemist and figure out the right concoction for you. But that's what T wants. T wants to dislodge his soul from his avatar and leave this place. And I get all that, but watching videos of people doing salvia is interesting. Oh, I've never seen videos of people doing it, but I've listened to a lot of trip reports. My bad trip was on acid. Yeah, me too. It was red gel tabs. I took 2 red gel tabs, and again, I was loving the trip. Was amazing. The trip felt like heaven. It was when motherfuckers started acting crazy and pulling out guns and all this weird shit that it got odd, because I had to come back to reality, and I was super high, and it was very difficult for me to maintain physical reality. They often report turning into inanimate objects. Yeah, people on salvia become fans, car door, just weird shit. This dude became a ham sandwich, and then He was sitting there as some dude's ham sandwich, and the dude was getting ready to eat him, and he was panicking and freaking out that he was about to get eaten. I don't want to deal with that shit. Oh man, that sucks, Oscar. Yeah, weed makes me horny. But I will say the best time I ever had on in my life was also on acid. So take of that what you will. Weed makes me horny and retarded. Yeah, weed does. I don't have much of a sex drive, but if anything seems to sort of arouse it, it is Mary Jane. But I mean, have you seen Mary Jane, bro? If she don't sexually arouse you, you are not attracted to the feminine figure. Maybe we're tripping on salvia now. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I think about that all the time. It's like, dude, this is a weird drug of mine. I hate this shit. Get me the fuck off this shit, bro. Laugh out loud. Maybe we just dreaming after all. And that's why when T went to fucking cut his wrist, it wouldn't work, bro. That's that fucking quantum immortality shit. It kept him alive because he's really in the trip and he can't die yet until the drug wears off. Maybe we just dreaming after all. Maybe we're all the same person, and that's why we're magnetically attracted to each other, and we're the same soul in different lives and avatars. What's the most euphoric trip experience you had? Was on meditation and marijuana. Meditation and marijuana. When I felt that pure euphoria, I don't think I've ever felt so beautiful, amazing ever in my life. It felt like just the most high you could imagine was from meditation and weed. Outside of that, LSD and DMT, they do it for me. My bad trip was Star Blotter. So almost every time I've done the spirit molecule or DMT, I don't know why some channels don't say that. I mean, I say it all the time. Maybe that's why I'm blacklisted. But anyways, almost every time. So I could say 8 out of the 10 times that I've done it, I got this dreadful feeling, like almost like a bad trip's coming on type of dread. It's a weird dread, almost like the blood drains from your face type of dreadful feeling. But it usually lasts for not super dreadful. It feels like it's a dreadful feeling. I don't explain, but anyways, it's sort of like this distant, dreadful feeling, but it only lasts for about a minute. But after that, you feel very euphoric on the spirit molecule. You feel very euphoric. My bad trip was Star Blotter. I was in the Army barracks, bad setting. Oh, well. Yeah, that's a bad place to do some fucking. So I would say setting's a big deal. A lot of people that have a bad trip, it's not that the drug's bad. It's that some things happening in their setting that sparks scary, intrusive, paranoid thoughts. That's what triggers a bad trip. But if you're sitting in a fucking beautiful, hotel or motel, whatever, or a beautiful scene or a beautiful nature environment, if you're sitting in a Japanese Zen forest, how the fuck could you have a bad trip? Oh, the leaves are so beautiful, they're going to eat me. Like, what would trigger it? Setting's a big deal. But that's not so much that the drug is fucked up. That's that your perception of a fucked up setting is fucked up and it triggers a bad trip, which is really just a high amount of, it's an anxiety attack. That's what it is. Did you get strong visuals on 8-gram shrooms? No. I did see the geometric patterns that you see on DMT when I took actually, I think it was more like 10 grams. I think it was more closer to 10 grams. I mean, it was like this much, bro, in a bag, like packed. I said, well, anyways, it was like, I think it was like 10, but anyways, the visuals sucked. No, I just laid in bed and weighed about 12 trillion pounds. It was difficult for me to even toss or turn. My body weighed 1,000,000 pounds, and I just had this nasty, intrusive thoughts over and over again of, I'm nothing. I'm a simulation. I'm a simple prompt in a computer. There's trillions of me. I'm nothing but a prompt in a computer. Just over and over again. And I just hated the whole trip. I was like, this shit's whack as fuck. Who the fuck would do this shit for fun? May have been the Strand, because then I took the ones that were gifted to me, we'll say, from Schengel and Lindy. And I only ate about a stem about that big, and then another piece that was about that big. You can say like 3 grams total. And that one was stronger than the 10 grams of the other one visually. Visually. So it depends on the strands. And so I say everybody's chemical makeup's different, and you have to find what works for you, unfortunately. For some people to talk to God, do you know what they mix? Weed and nitrous. Weed and nitrous, and they think they're talking to God. Some people mix fucking, well, anyways, just depends. Some people say 5-MeO. If you use 5-MeO and you don't walk away from that experience believing that there is a God, then you didn't do it right. Uh, I haven't gotten my hands on 5-MeO. I'll say what I got. What was what was gifted to me was pretty strong. I mean, that motherfucker rearranged my whole bedroom while I was looking. I mean, it was crazy. It was an interesting experience. I was like, "Well, this is interesting." I never had a bad experience from shrooms. Always pleasant. Yeah, shrooms just aren't my thing. It's our chemical makeup. What do you think deja vu is? Uh, who knows? Us seeing the script. So maybe it happened to us in the simulation. It had to change an event or something. So it rewound time 5 seconds and then implemented the new patch. But you're in this new reality where you're experiencing it again. But technically, you didn't experience it, but technically, you did, you know, type of shit. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. I don't know what deja vu is. Maybe we got a life review before we came in here and we're remembering one specific part of it that stuck to us for some reason. Because you would think if that's true, we would have that moment constantly in our life. Oh man, I remember this whole part of my life, this whole era of my life, because our lives are made up of eras. We had our child era, then our teen era, then our young adult era, then our mid. We have eras in our lives, and we would have remembered a bunch of shit. I never smoked weed, but eat the edibles. It's not fun. So it's just a patch being implemented into the simulation potentially. Time glitch, damn fire. Heard 5-MeO DMT causes pure euphoria, love, and dissolving. So I've heard that 5-MeO, literally dissolves every aspect of you that you think is you. You basically have no choice but to completely surrender to not being you anymore. It completely changes everything you perceive. So yeah, if you're a wealthy, rich motherfucker out there and you want to gift me a 5-MeO fucking pen, hey, I'm up for it, baby. Even stronger euphoria / love than your meditation. Even one of you feet motherfuckers, if you guys want to gift me a DMT pen, I'll take it, baby. Love than your meditation experience. 5-MeO. Yeah. So I get the euphoria every time I use any kind of DMT. I get that euphoric feeling every time. I can just sit there and smile. Oh, I feel so beautiful. Oh, life is amazing. Oh, just so like happy to be alive type shit. That proves that that chemicals completely alter our perception because, right? I'm a low down, gritty, dark, pessimistic, soul trap, hate this reality type of guy. Where the fuck do I, being who I am, get off saying ever, I'm so happy to be here? Chemicals. Chemicals will completely alter your reality. Chemicals may be the key to get the fuck out of this reality. But then they're all made illegal by the demon system. Should we trust the demon system or our own intuition? Are y'all familiar with the phenomenon remote viewing? Do y'all think remote viewing is something that was supposedly practiced by the military? They can close their eyes and sort of project their consciousness into another place. They can go and scout out enemy bases and tell the military guys exactly where the hostages are being held. I don't believe none of it. None of them even mentioned the firmament. None of them mentioned Antarctic. None of them mentioned the North Pole. You're telling me all of you have this, but all of them mentioned space. Way before flat Earth and firmament theory and all that got popular, they all mentioned, and there's stars and you can travel out into space and all that. Man, y'all are fucking shut the fuck up. Y'all ain't doing nothing. If you think you're a real remote viewer, what color is the bag that I'm wiggling right now? Not only is it that color, I'm looking at the words on the bag that say its color, which is very revealing, by the way. But, anyways, what color is that bag, remote viewers? That's where I remember acid sometimes would make me smile so hard that it hurt. Yeah, you literally, your jaw starts hurting from smiling. Dude, if you ever laughed so hard while you were on acid that your fucking stomach muscles start hurting so bad, but you can't stop. You just keep laughing. You're like, oh, you're like laughing in pain, bro. It's like, man, I need one of those laughs so bad right now, bro. In my life. Like, I need one of those. As bad as it hurts, man. Have you had experiences on psychs where everything was extremely funny? Oh yeah, fuck yeah. I've had those, man, where my jaw starts hurting, my belly starts hurting, even like behind my ears muscle starts hurting so bad, like some muscle that's behind my ear because I just can't stop laughing. I thought remote viewing as a device that lets you see anywhere in the world 4D style. No, remote viewing is the ability to project your consciousness outside of your body to view current events happening somewhere else in the reality. Like I could remote view right now into my neighbor's house. My luck, I would walk in and he'd be watching fucking gay porn, playing with his winky, and then I'd be able to go over there and knock on his door and be like, "Hey, Kurt, at fucking 9:51 p.m., I think you were watching a little gay porn, you gay boy, and you were playing with your micro penis. I seen it." And he'd be like, "Oh my God, how did you know?" Man, get the fuck up out of here, bro. What color's that bag, remote viewers? Yes, everything was funny. Blue like your balls. Hey, don't you ever talk about my blue balls in public, T. You fucking crossed the fucking bro line, motherfucker. You passed the fucking, or you crossed the fucking line, motherfucker. Now I owe you one, T. He's talking about my other channel, bro. Blue balls is this drug that alters your perception and puts you into another dimension where every girl walking around has a shelf ass. I would get the pain behind my ear too. Oh, dude, it's brutal, man. It's like I can't stop laughing and smiling. That motherfucker start hurting, bro, from laughing so hard. Yeah, I just want to figure out what the hell. Why don't we talk about that? Can we talk about the fucking 100 times people took acid and just laughed so hard that they were in pain from it? No, we always want to say, "Oh no, you're gonna get entity attachment. There's gonna be a demon that touches your balls and fucks you up the bum and leaves you traumatized. You're gonna turn to I'm gonna turn to some orange juice. Oh, I'm a can of orange juice. Oh, don't spill me." Everybody I knew growing up had that friend. Dude, I have this friend that took acid and turned into. How did all you know this motherfucker, man? This dude must have been the most popular dude in high school. Goddamn. Everybody I knew this motherfucker. Everybody I knew growing up had a friend that turned into a glass of orange juice from acid. Meanwhile, I've been around acid heads tripping. Dude, let me tell you, dude, I've been around motherfuckers that fucking drank a sip out of an LSD vial. Like, I'm talking, anyways, motherfuckers that took 20 or 30 hits at once type of shit. I've never seen anybody become possessed, turn into a demon, start vomiting green vomit projectile while their head spins backwards. Usually I see motherfuckers start laughing. I just want to figure out and have a great time and end up doing acid the very next night again. That's usually what happens. We don't see the orange juice guy. Oh, I'm an orange juice. Don't spill me. Ooh. I go over there and push that motherfucker over and break his goddamn delusion. I'd be like, "Hey, dickhead, look, you're still alive. You didn't spill." He'd probably be sitting there like, I'm dying. Like, you're an idiot. Shut up. I'd give him some more acid and hope it fixes his brain. I just want to figure out what the hell this realm is. Are we already in hell? Yeah, a type of hell. I mean, we'll define hell. Are we in a place where we're burning and demons are stabbing us with pitchforks? No, but it's a type of hellish dimension. Yes. Is this an infinite plan where right before you die, you blip into another timeline? So many questions. Haha. This reality is so mysterious that all you'll ever have is more questions. This world is gay as fuck. That's about as close as you can hear to a brutal truth comment in this reality. Like something as simple as what Brooks says. This reality is fucking corny, bro. This shit's gay. Shit's dumb. That sort of sums it up. You don't have to be a deep, complicated, philosophical thinking. This place sucks for almost everybody. In a nutshell, if you consider school and trendy shit like Pogs, etc., it's some keeping up with the Joneses shit. Facts. I used to love Pogs, T. I loved Pogs, bro. T, were you also watching wrestling when the 1-2-3 Kid was there doing his cool spin kicks and shit? Were you watching wrestling during that era? Like, dude, you know what's weird? I talk to you all the time. Me and him are almost similar in every single way. Like, almost similar in every single way. It's actually kind of weird. We know all the same music, all the same songs off those albums that we liked, all the just everything. We've been through almost exactly the same exact type of shit. It's very interesting. Me and T are very similar. But were you watching wrestling during that time? No, I never liked wrestling. I was aware though, people always talking about it. Okay. I'm just like keep thinking. Did you watch X-Men every Saturday, bro? The cartoon back then when we were kids or whatever? I used to look forward to that shit, bro. Every Saturday, X-Men would come on, and I was like, bro, this shit's the best cartoon ever, man. Way before, I'm talking 10 years before Dragon Ball Z was a thing. Maybe not in America before Dragon Ball Z was a thing. Dragon Ball Z, I think, was a thing even in the 80s over in Japan or something. So that may have actually come first. I don't know. What was I just talking about? What came before that? I can't remember what I was talking about. I watched in Collective Fleer Ultra Packs. X-Men ruled. Yeah, I fucked it. I said I fucked it. I fucking loved X-Men. Fleer Ultra Packs. What the fuck is that? Did you watch Power Rangers, bro? You know none of that shit was... The only thing that they recorded in America for Power Rangers was the parts where they had their masks off. That was it. Every other scene was pre-recorded over in Japan fucking 20 years earlier. All the fight scenes were pre-recorded. I can't say I never had cards. I definitely had figurines. I had action figures. Did I have X-Men cards? I think I may have. Maybe magazines. I can't remember if I had cards or magazines, but I used to draw out of them. I used to duplicate everything. Like if I saw a really cool drawing of a Sabretooth or Wolverine or something that looked really cool. I did one of Green Goblin that was real badass. It was like the first drawing I did that had a heavy detail shading. I think I was like 11 years old or something, but it came out really good. I used to draw them. Maybe I was younger than that, actually. I can't remember how old I was. But I do remember that was the first drawing I did that had good shading. I remember that. I took time and shaded each part properly. Do you live with your brothers? Or I live with my brother Dean. Also, I don't live with my brothers because I got 3 brothers, but they're all doing pretty well. Also, do you think living alone is better than family or no? So, no. I think I think you need at least one other loved one in your home, whether it doesn't have to be family. It could be a great friend, a great living partner, well, whatever. Just you need, even if you're a recluse, you need at least one other person. I mean, if I was here completely by myself, I don't think I would like it. As recluse as I am, my brother's still right over there. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Personally, me, I like that personally. Uh, yeah, he's always right there to talk to. If anything ever happened to him, bro, I don't even know what I would do. I would be totally beside my. I wouldn't know what to do if anything ever happened to him. God forbid. I'd be fucking. I'd be in another. I wouldn't even. I don't even know what I would be doing. I probably wouldn't even be here. I'd probably go and fucking stay with a family friend or something and just be around somebody else. Uh, Dealing with your brother. With my brother. My brother, Costadinos. I am Cristoforo. He is Costadino. Que echume Thoma, que echume Dimitri. I love my brothers. If it wasn't for my brothers, I would have killed myself probably 20 years ago. Is that French? No, sir, that is Greek. I am a Greek man. Would you have two wives if they were okay with it? I would have said no to that my whole life. Today, yeah, sure. Why not? Don't care anymore. Morals to me are sort of they were implemented into me sort of before I had any say so of what I actually believed. No, they were okay with it. Sure, I would have two wives. Three, bro. Stick honestly, right now I don't have the sex drive to keep up with one wife. If I had if I had like my teenage sex drive back, even then, man, keeping up with three girls, I mean, goddamn, motherfucker, I'm 42. I'd be exhausted after the second one. I'd just be tired all day just to wake up and fuck again. No, no, I probably just want one wife. You know, I don't want two wives either. Really, I'd be cool with just one really cool ass fucking chick that's like intelligent, down to earth, truther, contemplative, and sweet kind. No, I don't. I don't know if I want a whole bunch of different girls. I'd be happy with just one girl. But if you're talking about morally at this age, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about any of that shit. If they're okay with it, I look at it like this: if whatever you're willing to do, if you're a shit eater, if you're a fucking weirdo ass, if you're a pegger guy or whatever, where you got to get pegged or whatever, or what's the other one that's really? Oh yeah, if you're a cuck, whatever. What have at this point, have at it. I don't judge anybody's weirdness or whatever anymore unless they're not consenting. That's where it gets tricky with me. If you're having sex with them and they're saying no, stop it, and you're still going, now we have an issue. But if you're both agreeing to eat each other's shit in some bedroom somewhere in the world where I don't even know where you're at, who fucking cares? I think it's weird. I can't imagine wanting to see another dude fuck your old lady in front of you. That's really weird to me. Some dudes enjoy that. Have at it. I don't care. If he's enjoying it, you're enjoying it, and she's enjoying it, enjoy yourself. One person is already troublesome. Yeah, really. Like one relationship is hard to maintain and stabilize when every human mind is full of fucking chaos all the time. Trying to keep up with two or three, yeah, that'd be like, man, what the fuck are we doing here? Some fucking Partridge Family type shit going on over here or something. One person is already troublesome enough to do. Yeah, Vazen knows what I'm talking about. Why two now or nine? Vazen, why don't can never mind. I don't want to put you on the spot. 10 or 666. I will say you should make a channel, dude. Your voice is amazing. But you know what? At the same time, you definitely would not want to deal with it. Where are you from? And you're from Africa, aren't like where are you from originally? One person. Where's your accent? Your whole existence. Only a few other occasions, but 100 at once. Actually, I was talking to you. I didn't even really read that comment. Give me one sec. But you know what? At the same time, you definitely would not want to do it one person only your whole life. Existence a few other. So how about this? Enjoy the love and enjoyment while it exists. You find yourself a person. As long as you're happy with them, be happy with them. The second the energy is reversed or deleted or gone, you move on to a new one. And you don't attach yourself so heavily. You understand that things change, people change, chemical makeup in the brain changes as people age. You could put a woman on birth control, and it will literally change how she's who she's attracted to. It really does that much. So, but I often hear that. So there's dudes, and again, I don't know, man. I've never experimented with performance enhancers, testosterone, steroids, any of that. But I have always been sort of interested in the way it works. I've always watched channels that talk about it, like plates, more dates. Or the one that always pops up now to me is that dude Greg Douchet that sounds like an '80s actor. Hey guys, how are you doing? He always talks with like a cartoon voice, but I've seen shit on their channels where they say guys that have taken steroids, which alter your chemicals, right? I mean, I don't know exactly the way it all works. I thought it just made your muscles big and gave you energy and supposedly takes you out of depression and clears up mind fog and all this. But I've seen on them, they say they were a straight dude and took steroids and they became gay. So, man, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Hear that there's always drama with multiple women at a job. So imagine managing that in a marriage. I mean, so what two women are we talking about? Are we talking about two loving, beautiful, feminine, kind, sweet, gentle women? Or are we talking about two argumentative, nasty bitches that have attitudes? Like, what are we talking about? Uh, if you were in heaven and you had more energy, then would you say three isn't too much? I think I would still want one that just truly loves me. I mean, I don't know, just one true love would be uh, more meaningful to me. So yeah, I think you're talking about lust, like just to bang chicks. Yeah, you're talking about like a VR realm. I could put on a VR helmet and just be around Angelina Jolie with a shelf ass, Halle Berry with a shelf ass, Stacey Dash with a shelf ass. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna fuck all of them. I'm gonna fuck everybody with zero discrepancies. I'm serious. Tall, short, skinny, fat, young, old. Granny's getting it, bro. Granny's getting it, bro. If you were in, hold on. But in actual reality, what do I crave is a true deep connection. I think, which would be one woman. Give me the woman that was the wife of the Spartan leader or whatever. I'll take her. Just give me her. I'm good. I'm starving, bro. We're snowed in tonight. Fuck, monster. Are you really starving? Where do you live at? Bro, I'll door dash you a meal if you're really starving. Uh, where do I? I mean, I'm sort of struggling my damn self, but if you're really starving, somebody should help you out. Where do I be from? Nowhere. Well, born in New York, but yeah, I remember you saying you were in New York, Bronx, and like, well, you don't sound like you're from New York. But parents came from Haiti. Oh, that's a Haitian accent. Staying as a nationality. So, y'all, what up, original conscious? What up, dude? How you been, man? I hope you're good. I've actually been really good these last few weeks. But is it weird that my brain gets a feared moment every time I say it? These last few weeks have been great. A part of my brain goes, no, 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 don't say it because something bad's gonna happen. Like, man, it's so sad that my brain is like so used to that happening. The dichotomy of duality, reality, energies rebalancing. It's like, oh, Chris had a few weeks. Okay, let's give him a fucking, I don't know, a broken leg or something and make his life hell. The Door Dashers would have problem delivering if he snowed in. Oh, wait, what the fuck am I saying, dude? Oh my god. He said that too. He's like, I'm snowed in. Oh, Door Dashers. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I'm from Florida, bro. We never deal with this shit. Okay. Huh. How do you get food if you're starving and you're snowed in? Uh, the Door Dasher would have. I didn't think about that. Fuck. Man, them motherfuckers have to have a drone. Eat me. You go outside and it's like, and drops your fucking meal down to you, and you're like wearing your little scarf blowing in the wind, like, thank you, drone. It's got a little flat door with a plastic room. It's like, drop your tip in here. That'd be dope, actually. That'd be really dope. Bro, I would get a grappling hook like the dude in Pitfall and fucking be like, whoosh, and grab onto the drone and like Commando, or not Commando, like Contra. In Contra, you guys remember the thing you could hang on to him? Bro, I would do that and fucking go back to the base and smoke all the owners and fucking pocket all their goods, bro. I would sneak in through the back door with my grappling hook weapon. Uh, I'm glad you're okay, Chris. I'm good some days, others I feel insane. Man, I wish I could come to your house and slap the fuck out of you one and be like this. Motherfucker, I told you shut the fuck up. And you'd be like, and then you'd be like, oh my God. Now I feel good again, Chris. And I'll be like, yes, I am the healer I always wanted to be. I mean, that's not the way I pictured it. I pictured, because I've been asking God for the gift or whatever since I was young, the ability to heal people. But the way I always imagined it in my mind's eye was, it just looks like light, like almost like a golden light coming out. But if they came to me and they said, oh, I'm blind, my eyes, I was in an acid accident, and I would like go up to their face and you would see like gold light coming from my hand, and I would just like, and then their eyes would be healed. How would I heal mental disorders? Um, I would put one hand next to each ear like this, and it would just like, the gold light would go into their ears, into their brain, and they'd just be like, oh, and they'd feel euphoria, and then the gold light would be coming out of their nose, out of their mouth. They'd be like, oh, and then they'd feel good after that. They'd be chilling. They wouldn't have schizophrenia, depression, fucking weird body dysmorphia, or what's the eating one? What's that? Bulimic? Is that it? Bulimic? Is that where girls puke or whatever and they stay hella skinny? Like all that shit. I'd cure all of it. Just like, and I wouldn't even, and I would just walk away. That's the way I always pictured it in my mind. Like I was in my mind, the second that God blessed me to be able to heal, I would literally go door to door. I mean, I think almost everybody has an ailment. Almost everybody's dealing with some sort of, their hip hurts, they're old, their right knee's killing them. Like everybody's got something. Maybe maybe they're healthy and their dog's laying there breathing fucked up. I could heal the dog, but yeah, I would say if God gifted me the ability to heal, I would just go door to door. I would just ask, does anybody in this home have an ailment? And if they said, yeah, like, well, who are you? I would say, I'm a healer. Could I just quickly heal them? And I'm sure I would get blown off a lot of times. People be like, get out of here, creep. You're not putting your hands near my wife's fucking cancer, Maybe people wouldn't even accept it. But if they did and they allowed me to heal them, I would just walk away. And anytime I got hungry, I would eat with them or whatever. I would just ask them because I'm sure they'd feed me after I fucking healed them, and just keep going. Knock. How you doing? I mean, I could do that, or I also thought like, if I set up a facility, then people would be more drawn to come and get their ailments. Because if you're getting in line to get it done, and you see people coming out the other side happy, and they no longer got like scoliosis, or they're no longer in a wheelchair, you would be more inclined to feel comfortable. If I knocked on your door and said, hey, I'm a healer here to help, people would be, man, you're a weirdo, get out of here. Especially in Florida, people don't trust you. But if I set up a facility and just a tip jar, that would be plenty of funds to ever do anything I needed to do in the truth department. It would be dope to heal people. Everybody would need something. That reminded me of the movie The Green Mile. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to like suck out their poison and fucking have to stand like spit it out and then be exhausted because then I could only heal one motherfucker at a time. Do you know how long it would take me to heal everybody? I'd want to be able to heal them and just keep going with unlimited energy. Like literally heal myself of my tiredness while I'm going door to door. Just keep myself going because everybody's got an issue. Unless they're a newborn or shit. Some newborns got issues. You don't think I'd go and heal my fucking baby? I'd go and heal her too. My little Adeline, she had issues since she was born. They had to cut her stomach open several times. She had to get a fucking splint put in her heart. You don't think I'd heal that baby? She wouldn't have no scar on her belly. I'd heal everybody. Even nasty people, I would heal them. And hope that in healing them, they grow, or find some light in themselves. There's the Gracie scratch. It's been an hour. Open your door to me. I'm coming, pretty girl. Oh, my back. Oh, fuck. Oh, my back. I'm just kidding, pretty girl. Give me 1 sec, guys. I got to use the restroom. It's a long stream. But what? What are you doing, you shit? What are you doing? No, I can't take you, pretty girl. Go ahead, get in. Oh, bro, what I'm doing is kind of fucked up. I mean, you could say I'm working right now, technically, right? Like I kind of want to make the truth thing a living, but you could say I'm working right now. But the truth is, I do sort of dump Gracie on a Dean because usually when she's doing that, she either needs attention or to go potty. And I sort of just go up, close the door, and then I know she instantly goes to my brother and starts annoying him. so for 3.5 hours, my brother's probably like, "Man, what the fuck is Chris doing over there?" Like, hey, it is what it is, bro. I'm working right now. This is serious business here. This whole truth community stuff. It's a serious business. It's just a joke. Dude, my sister-in-law said the other day they came over. My brother came over with his wife, and I love, dude, them both. Those are two like my favorite people in this reality right now. I mean, I love a lot of people, but fucking, I love when they come over. But she said, "You guys make faces," and I was like, "Yeah, I always been like that, animated, sort of like make faces. Growing up, I'd make faces, tell jokes." So, and my little brother's just like me. My brother, the man that she's married to, is just like me. But she said that, and then I realized, oh yeah, that's true. Most people really don't make faces. You don't see people making faces too often in conversation. But yeah, I guess I'm weird like that. It is what it is. But all right, I'm probably gonna wrap this one up now. I love you guys. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. If you share this content, it's literally the only way my channel ever gets new subscribers is when people share my videos. If you do that, I super appreciate you. It doesn't have to be this one, just any of my content. So literally the only way that my channel grows now. I'm curious to see. I want to get back up to 2K so I can see if it resets again. I want to see if it happens more than once. But anyways, all right, I love you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one.